Good morning.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. I guess I won't cut into the intro here. All right. Okay. Welcome to the show. Go ahead and get a quick Discord post. All right, there it is. Welcome to our little day off stream. I think we have a command. Might have to make a new one. We got Splatoon Raiders Direct at 10 a.m. I believe it's 10 a.m. So we're going to hang out while we wait for that. All right, YouTube chat, we're locked in as well. Good morning. A little bit of fantasy life. It's been a while. Man, do I love this game. I've put 40 hours into this game in like a week. I have been hitting this game hard. It's been 2 weeks. All right. Let's dive in. All right, let's get in, baby. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our little day off broadcast. Man, this game's music is so good. Bum, 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 bum. All right, give me just a second. Let me make sure my day off command is a real thing. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, I think we're all set. I think we're all locked in and ready to go here on everything that we need to have locked in. My chat's up. What's up? What's up, day off stream chatters? Kyle Ecstasy with 53 months. Can we get some love out there, baby? 53 coming in on a day off stream. Dude, I love this game so much. I can't express how much I've been wanting to share this with y'all again. All right, little beard check. You're getting true day off vibes. We don't got nothing going on here.
Good morning, everyone. Super excited to vibe with everyone today. H to scat jam, H to scat jam, H to scat jam, H day grunt, H day cheers.
All right. What up, JD? Good morning. All right, let me get some quick good mornings in the chat before I get started. What up, Kellyanne? Hey, Kellyanne over on YouTube. Quelth with 26 months. Some love in the chat. Thank you, Quelth. 26, dude. Legend. Good morning. Rainy Mystic, Gamer Lady, Wavy, Majinx, JD. Thanks for answering my question, Majinx. We got Abyss Sans in the house. We got Star Bows, Chamomile Court, Gamer Lady, Quince 3 in the house. Starbows break hitting the daily check-in. Starbow, I hit you with both in the same day. Now you know you're blessed. Now it's blessed. Maybe I'll make up a third rendition of your name as we go forward. Starboo. UMT's in the house. Midge, Chamomile Court, Nick82, Beth Chew, Fofarall, Shelby. We got Simply CC, Card Shark in the house. Anybody else we missed out there, y'all? All right, let's game. Let's game. All right, today we're going to start the Taylor Life. Finally, I get to do the Taylor Life. I've been saving it for the content. So let's go do that. So, for those that don't know about this game, we started it on release last year, and I fell in love with it, and my goal is to master every life in the game. All right, that's what I'm like set out to do here. So to give you a quick synopsis on how it works, think of lives as classes for like any other game, right? So think of lives as classes, and I have the choice between 14 different classes, technically 15, but like one's like unofficial. All right. So these are all the different classes that I have access to. Behind the camera, we have Blacksmith, which I know he looks like Tom Nook, but just read the text under him. Then we have Carpenter under my camera as well. And then above here, we have Miner and then Woodcutter. So the way the game is set up is that there's battle classes, which are in blue. There's gathering classes, which are in green. And there are crafting classes, which are in pink. And there's a total, again, of 15 classes, but 14 are relevant. And my goal is to master every class in the game. That's the only goal we set out for. For the stream, the only goal was to master every class, because mastering is a powerful moment in the game where you get a song and basically a credit roll. And I have successfully mastered every class except for two. My Mercenary, which we were playing slowly on purpose, and my Tailor, which I've been saving for content, because the last time we played, we started the Artist. So now, or the Carpenter. So these are the only two that are left, and I still plan to fulfill that goal of showcasing every mastery song and mastering every class in the game. And we're here today to do one of our last two classes. We'll probably save Mercenary for a separate episode. Meanwhile, I've been playing in my free time, and I've been rocking all sorts of heroes. So that there is a tier above mastering that they let the grinders seek, and it's called the hero. So every one of these little red badges you see next to my class's names, that means I'm a hero. And hero rank is the highest available in the game currently. And you don't have to be like level 100 or anything to get hero. It's just grindy. And I have also managed to hero 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of the 14 classes that can be heroed. So I've been working. Not only have I mastered almost every class, I'm also heroing them in my free time, which was a part of the deal. You know, I said I would master them on stream, but I did want to let myself play this in my free time. So not only are we going for mastering all classes, at this point, I'm going for heroing on all classes. And I'm getting close. So we're going to start with Taylor today. We're going to unlock our final class of the game. I've been waiting because I can't make myself gear because I don't have Taylor. So I'm really excited to finally be able to make robes and a couple other really key components in the game. So yeah, that's a little synopsis of what I've been doing. Otherwise, this game is an RPG, action RPG game, all right, in which you have choice between 15 different classes, and you can level up and play the lives that you wish to play. So you'll see some gameplay here today. You're going to see some combat. You're going to see some stuff. But to be clear, this is an action RPG game, and it does a really good job at being that. It's high octane combat. It's real fun combat, but then it also has these beautiful little crafting mini games, and it's a really fleshed out experience. Ask anybody here. It's very fleshed out. This is technically the third game in the franchise, but it's really the second because the one in between was a mobile MMO, but it's gone now. So there was one for 3DS, there was a mobile MMO, and then there was this game. I've actually not played any other Fantasy Life. This was my introduction to the franchise, and I fell in love. And I would like to go back and play the 3DS version eventually, but that's a conversation for another day. So that's it. Yo, we got a balloon in the chat this morning. Good morning, Druck, baby. Yo, dude, it's good to see you, man. Oh yeah, I'm back. I've put 40 hours into this game in 2 weeks off stream, and I figured we'd start streaming a little bit of it again because my goal was to master every class, and I'm still here, Druck. Good to see you back, man. I remember you popping in for this game, dude. Yeah, dude. Oh, you never need to apologize, Drux. Thank you for saying that, though. That was very nice and cordial of you. But dude, when it comes to streams, you're not expected to be here. Pop in whenever you get a chance. You think of me a year later, come say hi. I'm not going to hold it against you, man. It's good to see you back in the chat, dude. I do hope that the fact that life has been crazy, it's a good crazy. Hopefully it's not a bad crazy. I know there's a difference. So. Let's see here. Nintendo should make a TV-only version of the Switch. I've said that. I said that the evolution of the Switch should be a version that's only TV. And people were like, well, then what's the point? And I'm like, well, the point is I don't play undocked. Anyways, I've said that since the Switch 1, and people look at me like I'm nuts. I'm like, no, dude. I think there's a market for a Switch that's just a box that you plug into a TV. Because I personally don't play undocked. And if they could cut $100 off the price tag, that would be amazing. Like, that would be so nice if they could cut $200 off the price tag and offer us a console that plugs into the TV. Because a lot of people would opt for that because it's just like a Switch Lite. Think about it. It's no different than a Switch Lite. Switch Lite is only handheld. What's the difference? It's no different. It's the other side of the spectrum. It's a Switch Lite. So why not make a Switch Lite that's only for the TV, $200 cheaper? Everybody wins, dude. I love that comment because I've been saying that for years now, and I'm so confused why we don't have that. It's like, dude, you could save so much money, Nintendo. You take the screen out of the equation. Right? You take the Joy-Cons out of the equation, or you package it with the Joy-Cons in a grip, and whatever you want to do, whatever they want to do, you could just give us a Pro Controller at that point, right? And like, that would be so good. Like, imagine they take the Joy-Cons out of the equation, and they package it with the Pro Controller, and they charge you for that, right? So they take $200 off for the Joy-Cons and the screen, and then they add another $100 for the Pro Controller. We would end up spending $400 for a console that doesn't undock. That's beautiful. Like, that would be the perfect solution, right? So yeah, I don't know. Pitch the idea to Nintendo. I should send them an email. Yo, Rosie Poo coming in with 82 months, dude. How you doing, man? It's good to see you, Rosie. I hope you and the family are well. Hope y'all are staying warm, or cool, rather. Excuse me. And I saw you streaming, doing a little co-work stream. It's wonderful to see you. Master Memer on YouTube says, just like PlayStation, they have a home console and a portal. Exactly. There's no reason why we can't have both, you know? I know a lot of people kind of push against this idea because it's like, why? But it's like, you got to realize there's a lot of different types of gamers out there. I play my Switch handheld 1% of the time, and I'm not being over exaggerating. If you took 100 hours of my playtime, 1 hour of that would have been undocked. 99 hours would have been docked. And I know I'm not alone, right? Like, I know I'm not. So, yo, what's up, Emily Louise, by the way? Good to see you. Officially done with school year. Yeah, I know you usually, once summer hits, you can do a little bit of content. You're not so busy. Aw, Rosie Poo, take it easy, all right? You know, maybe feel free to send me a DM if you want to talk about it or whatever, you know. Just throwing that line out there. You're a good friend of the community and of mine. But it's good to see you in the chat, and I'm glad you're doing well. It sounds like you're doing well. I'll have to come visit you soon on stream. Good morning, Renee, by the way. Good to see you here so early today. What are you doing here so early, Renee? I'm early for once. Yeah, what's up, dude? What's the occasion? And good morning, Classy Saya on YouTube as well. I got ping brain seeing you with the headset on. I know I haven't used a headset in years. So my stream actually started with headsets. There's all these old VODs and clips of me with big old goofy headphones on. But I moved away from it because I started getting headphone ear, and it started making like two things happen. One, I realized that earbuds were better so I could hear myself talk, and like they were just more better for the function of the stream. And two, they were less warm. And three, because then I would end the stream and I wouldn't use headphones. And you guys need to know something. Like, I'm a melomaniac. I just recently discovered this term. Like, I am in love with sounds and music, and you could probably tell if you watch my streams. Most of my focus on the games is the music, right? Like, I love music. I love sound effects. I love audio. I'm an audiophile. That's another term for it. I think I just discovered a term called melomania, which is like somebody obsessed with sound. And that's totally me, right? So anyways, that being said, I wasn't able to wear my headphones off stream. And you got to realize, like, I love putting on my studio headphones and listening to the crisp sounds of an album. Like, I just spent 2 hours yesterday doing nothing but listening to UK garage. I discovered UK garage house music, and I'm just obsessed from like the 90s, right? And I'm like, I'm deep. And I put on my studio headphones to listen to it. So I stopped using my big headphones for stream years back because it was impeding my personal life a little too much. It was making it to where I never wanted to wear headphones in my free time, and that's one of my favorite things to do. So I had to find like a balance, and the earbuds kind of helped. But I'll be real, my relationship with headphones has never been the same since I started streaming. So it hasn't helped that much. I just don't wear headphones off stream anymore because it's just too much. You know, sitting around with earbuds in your ear all day really does start to weigh on you in a weird way. I'm trying to see how many seeds I have. Is this where my seed bags are? No. Where are my seed bags at? Here we are. 20, not 21. Okay, perfect. Let's go harvest these. So, for those of you that have been watching my Fantasy Life streams, look at the top left of the screen. Level 100 farmer, I did it. And that's not the only one. That's not the only one. Take a look. I'm a level 100 hunter. I'm a level 100 woodcutter. I'm a level 100 farmer. I've been putting in the work in this game, dude. I think I might try to 100% the game. I might try to 100% it. Like, I'm going nuts. Now, these are the easy classes to get level 100, though. The truth is that the crafting classes are where the real grind is hidden. Because you can't level these up outside of crafting. The only way to level these up outside of actually doing the physical crafting in the game is to cheese and to leech and to go into multiplayer lobbies, switch to your crafting class, and absorb the ambient experience gain with your crafting class. And people do this. There's a bunch of leeches online who just sit there and don't play the game and leech on their crafting class instead of actually playing. And it's super lame, dude. It's super lame. I hate the leeches, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think it's okay a little bit here and there if you can do it in a way where it's not impeding the game for everyone else. But these dudes will just log in and then AFK. And it's like, okay, dude, come on, man. So I have to like reset the lobby. Unfortunate people are punks and don't want to play video games. Could you imagine you're skipping playing the game so that you can play the game? What do you do? Like, what's the goal of not playing the game to level up and reach your goals? Like, at that point, you're not doing anything. You're not playing the game, right? It's like, it's such a ridiculous concept to me. Like, stop it, you know? Good morning, Brielvasaur and Lord Farquaad. And good to see you, GG Claire. Welcome to the show. Appreciate you popping in. And hey, Renee says it's 8:20 p.m. here. Honestly, I don't know. I think I got lucky. Well, you know, today's actually a day off stream. For YouTube chat, what that means is this is an old concept that I don't do a ton, where I show up on a day off and I don't do a normal stream. I don't have the same energy. I don't do the same attention to the chat, and I kind of vibe. So exclamation point day off in the Twitch chat. This is a concept that's kind of muddied now. I don't really know if it's official anymore, but maybe it will be again one day. But I really do like the idea of it. It's just hard because I can't help but always want to bring my best every stream. So it's really hard for me to get out of the streamer mindset for a day. And I usually just end up putting the same energy into the show anyways, which is why it's not really a thing anymore. But I might try it again as we go forward and try to just have days where we're just hanging out, lo-fiing it up. You know what I mean?
Hope everyone is all good today.
I think a bit of struggling in this game is kind of fun. Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, why would you want to skip past that stuff? Casual Friday, but on a Tuesday. Right. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. I got it down pretty well, though. We've been doing this for a while. I just don't do it as often as I used to, so. Usually I use a different camera, but like, I was like, whatever. Like, I'm just gonna do my thing. We're gonna call it a day off stream, but we're just here to vibe. Especially if you're in chill mode. Yeah. Yeah, what up, G-Ski? Thanks for 41 months, man. Good to see you, dude. Thanks for sticking with me. What's up, Meg Petrowski? All right, so let's go get Taylor. Let's go get our Taylor class this morning. We have to go finish our dailies real quick, though. So we always have to work our farm. And then we have to go check Ginormosia. Got myself a new command. Let's go check our shops in Ginormosia, then we're going to grab Taylor. It shouldn't take us too long to do the Taylor class. I imagine we have about an hour and a half until the direct, and I think that should be good enough. Should be good enough, I think. All right. So this is the shop mechanic where you can sell the vegetables that you grow with farming to get materials, and then you use this currency called cash nuts. Cash me outside nuts. And you trade these cash nuts in for like super rare materials that sometimes you would otherwise have to really grind to receive, which is nice. So I check my Ginormosia like maybe 2 or 3 times a day when I'm actively playing the game. But like, you know, sometimes I'll literally just log in, play for 20 minutes, check my shops and turn it off. It's like a nice feeling to just have a game to log into, you know? Yo, what up, Cutlax? How you been, dude? All right. Yo, good morning, Dania. Good to see you today, Luna Paul. I could put you guys on the TV. I might do that. Yeah. The throwing us up on the TV on YouTube seems to be a little smoother than Twitch, so definitely. A lot of people seem to be opting for that option. I see what you did there with the Cash Me Outside. Dude, Wavester, that video you shared was so good. I'm like for sure gonna turn it into an alert. I'll let you know, alright? Man, was that Hidden Valley Ranch song freaking lit, dude. I was dying, man. Oh man, it was so good. For those that missed it, it's in general chat in the Discord, in the chat room. Just scroll up a little bit from yesterday. I've been grinding this game. I refuse to do any group help. Oh wow. Dude, Ashley, you've been grinding this game too? And you're doing all single player? Dude, I'm so proud of you, dude. What? You're a legend. You just missed my whole spiel about what I've been doing in the game. You should go back in the VOD if you can. Yeah, I'm almost about to master my second to last class, and I've been heroing every class as well. I put 40 hours into this game in the last 2 weeks. Steam wanted to let me know that this morning. I loaded it up on Steam this morning, and Steam was like, on the bottom of this corner, it was like, you put 40 hours in this game in the last 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, thanks for letting me know. Okay, you were lurking? Nice, dude. Yeah. I didn't know you were grinding, dude. What up, Miss Aileen? Good morning. I didn't realize it was all like that, but I guess I am pretty addicted right now. Yeah, Twitch Mobile's not that bad. It has its flaws, and I understand why people complain, but it's not that, you know, it's serviceable for what it is, even if it is problematic at times. All right, we have 2 more shops to go to, but I need to find my merchants. Okay, there they are. They're both in this area. I really do think I might consider trying to 100% this game, and there's only a couple things that make me double think it. Like, this would be something that I don't know. I've realized recently that I've never really been on a gaming 100%er. I had this crushing realization recently that I look back in my history of gaming over my life, and I realized that I've never really been an 100%er. Like, not really. Like, not really at all. I've only done it in a handful of games, and it wasn't until I started streaming that I thought that it was a good idea to start trying to 100% games. And I had this realization because of Adventures of Elliot, because we had a conversation at the end of the game where I mentioned that, like, I'm thinking I'm never going to commit to 100% in games anymore, because outside of like Stardew Valley Perfection, which is a little different, arguably, it's not like a full like 100%, but it's just a little different. It's tracked in the game. It's better. But outside of like maybe Stardew Perfection runs, like, I think that I'm over the idea of 100%ing video games, because I think that it was a lie that I told myself that I liked doing it. Right, Pokemon is another example of ones that I like to do. Thank you. Fulfilling my Pokedex in Pokemon, I want to keep doing that. Stardew Valley Perfection? Sure. Right? Like, I think there's some games that make it like a thing that I want to do, but I realize that I've been lying to myself and maybe even my community this whole time. Like, I'm never going to 100% Tears of the Kingdom, and I've never been an 100%er of Zelda games. Ever. I've never got all the heart pieces in Ocarina. I've never, you know what I mean? Wind Waker was the only game I've ever 100%ed in the Zelda franchise, I'm pretty sure, outside of like maybe another that I'm not thinking of. So it's like, it's funny. It's like, I think I had to like be honest with myself recently, and I had to pause and think, why did I ever think I was an 100% gamer? I've never been that way. I've always been somebody who likes to move on and do other things. So I think at some point I got caught up in trying to be a content creator, and I have to pull back from that. I have to realize that this is not the thing I do. So like Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, it's probably never going to happen. Now, while I come to terms with this, I say that because Fantasy Life is the kind of game that I could see myself actually trying, because for some reason it's fun in this game. It really is so entertaining to me. And that's what it's about. It's like you want to find the games to 100% that you truly find entertaining, right? If it stops being fun, then why would you keep doing it? Right? Like, so that's what I realized, that maybe I just get to find the right game. That's why I think doing it in Stardew's fun. I think doing it in Pokemon is a blast. But like grinding Koroks is not fun to me. That's, you know, as much as I want to love Zelda, that's not fun to me. But like grinding the crafting mini games and getting really good at them and optimizing and stuff in this game tickles my brain, and I love it. So I seriously might consider trying to like 100% Fantasy Life I, which is a big undertaking if you follow certain rules. It depends on like what level of 100%, right? Like I could just hero every class and be done, or I could try to get max weapons on every class. I could try to get gear, or I could even go as far as trying to get every different color option for every NPC. I could try 100%ing every NPC. Like there's different tiers. So I don't know, but maybe just heroing every class is enough for me. All right, let's see what else. What are we shopping here? Nothing from here. Did you get all the heart pieces and spoilers in OOT? As I just watching your VODs on last night, you did get. Yeah. Like, as a streamer, I think I've done a lot of 100%ing stuff, right? But like as a kid, I remember one of my best friends could tell you where every single heart piece was in Ocarina, and I never even got them all. Because I've just never been that gamer. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't until stream that I thought that it was a good idea for content, but I don't think it is, actually, because I think that it's a tall thing to ask myself, you know? It's like, I think I should stop lying to myself. You know, we 100% in Wind Waker, and that was good enough. That was a big moment. That was a special moment in my stream journey, because I always wanted to do it as a kid, but I never could because my stuff got stolen, so... All right, cool. Nothing, wait, did I buy, yep. All right, cool. All done here. Let's go to Eternia Village and pick ourselves up a new class. I'm excited, dude. I could finally play the Taylor. I've been waiting because I wanted to do it on stream. Anything you're hoping to see or hear from today's direct? No, it's just going to be 15 minutes of showing off more Splatoon Raiders. I don't know about all of y'all, but I've already seen enough of Splatoon Raiders. I don't need to see more of it. However, I think there's a big group of people out there that would love to see more of it, that are not quite sure what it is, or who are just such big Splatoon fans that like they really want to like make a point to see, to like just see everything they can because they're so excited, right? So for me, I don't have anything I'm looking forward to in this direct. I really don't care. I'm mostly here for all of you because I think, you know, this is cool. This is cool. It's cool to watch a direct about a game coming out, and we're going to play it on release most likely. But I actually have zero cares about this. How about the Sonic Frontiers Definitive Switch 2 Edition? Fancy 100%ing that. So first off, apparently that's not doing well. So first off, I don't think there's an upgrade path. So you have to buy the whole game separate again. There's no upgrade path from the Switch 1 edition. Sega's been doing this, and it's egregious. They're so disgusting. They've been doing this with every one of their games. Secondly, apparently the performance is buttocks. That's what I read. Apparently they couldn't even bring it together to make it a worthy $60 purchase again. And that the performance is buttocks, which I don't know how true that is, but so like if I'm going to go back to Frontiers, I'm probably just going to play the Switch 1 edition. Right? Like, I'm not going to play their game. I'm not going to... Don't charge me $50 for a game I bought on Switch 1. Like, that's rude. You know what I mean? Like, that's mega rude, dude. So, I'm kind of disgruntled right now about Sega's decision to keep doing this with their Sonic games. I feel like they're taking advantage of the Sonic community because they know Sonic fans are diehard. And like, I feel like they're taking advantage of us. I'm going to be real. I'm not trying to be too much of a downer, but I feel like they're randomly taking advantage of the Sonic community. This is the second or third Sonic game they've done this with. No upgrade path for the Switch 2 edition. Why? I bought your game, dude. I already gave you the money. And I'm willing to give you another $10. You know what I mean? Like, why are you doing this, dude? I feel like they're taking advantage, man. All right, here we go. I think 100% in games works better for YouTube. Yeah, I agree with you, Charlie. Or it works better for streams that are willing to just grind one game for maybe like 2 or 3 months. Whereas usually my cutoff is about a month before I go back to variety. Because the truth is I'm a variety creator. And a month in one game is about my cutoff. Is like about my cutoff. Roughly. You know, you look at Pokopia was about 3 weeks to 4 weeks. Tears of the Kingdom was about 4 weeks straight. That's about my cutoff before I feel like I gotta kind of get back to variety, get back to AC, you know, the stuff that I'm known for. Weird that they offered an upgrade for Crossworlds. Did they? I didn't know that. Congrats, sweetie. Your Taylor journey starts today. First, you got to learn the ABCs of the Taylor's life. Why don't you go visit the master? Okay. So only a week of OT remake? No way, dude. You know that ain't the truth, homie. Looks like my quest is this way. There's a couple creators I watch who stream big challenge series, but then we'll turn them into long form video, and it works really well for them. Yeah, and we've been talking about that, right? That's what you're kind of touching on, like this idea that I've been formulating of like moving stuff to YouTube for like long term, but like showcasing the bulk of the game on Twitch. I kind of feel like my future might be there. I don't want to too soon, but yeah, I really think that is a play, man. And I've been really thinking about it a lot recently, like, because I still game in my free time. I do. And recording games in my free time wouldn't be terribly different from how I normally game in my free time. It wouldn't. Turning on a couple lights and putting a microphone to my mouth wouldn't be that bad. And I could even maybe turn the camera off if I wanted, right? Like, so like I have some options there, and I think it would be really fun. So I'm on the verge of testing that stuff, but I have some other stuff I need to take care of first. for the live experience before I go into that realm, but I still am, I'm pretty convinced that like Solarpunk might be the first one, or maybe Elliot. But then the focus is making the video. I think if you were to adapt to that style, it might be difficult with how chat focused you are. Yeah, right. It would be tough. Yeah. So what you're saying is I misunderstood what you were saying. So they just do it on stream and then edit it and then release it on YouTube. That's what you're saying. Yeah, they just take their content on Twitch and put it on YouTube. Yeah, I misunderstood. That's different from what I was saying, for sure. That would be tough. It would just require a lot of editing, that's all. And I tried doing that in the past, and it's a lot of editing. Your boy yaps. Yeah, I've tried that, dude. I sat down in front of a 6-hour VOD once, and I tried to edit it down to a YouTube video. And halfway through, I gave up because 4 hours had gone by. And 100 little snips later, I was like, this sucks. I was like, dude, this is a lot. Like, I don't know, dude. Yo, what up, Mills? Good morning. What up, Great Bambi? Yeah, I was like, man, this is brutal. All right, we're going in this building. I did drop something in your DMs the other day. DM catch up is happening here. Thank you for your patience, man. Look at that cute little level 1 Taylor. Hold on, let's go ahead and equip ourselves real quick. You said cute level 1 Taylor? Oh wait, what's that?
Can't really hang at work doing work stuff, but gonna lurk on YouTube using.
Let's go ahead and equip my Shahrazad needle with 650 legendary. Now we're cooking. Now we're juicing. All right, let's put our experience stuff on. We're juicing. Oh, also, let's change our formation real quick. And let's grab our tailors. Let's grab our tailors real quick. Where they at? Do I only have 2 of them? I'm still missing 1 character, and it's a tailor. Son of a B word. I'm missing a single character out in the world. A single NPC is out in the world somewhere, and I don't know where he is right now. And it's a freaking tailor. Of course it is. Where's my blacksmith guy? I want to get him. Leveled up, affinity wise. Thank you, Mr. Will, for 74, man. Dude, chat's popping off on the day off stream. Thanks, man. 73 streak, that's crazy. Do we be Gamer Mom with the 43 months? I did essentially exactly what you just explained for your first Solarpunk VOD. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Dude, I'll get to you soon, man. Thank you, man. What? Wait, what? Now I'm blushing. Bum, 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 bum. You put more pics of Luke in the Discord? 80 degrees and it's only 7:30. I know, dude. I woke up this morning and it was 78 degrees and I cried. I shed a tear. I shed a tear, man. Yeah, but yeah, you do yap a lot. I do yap a lot, man. All right. I need to equip my partners real quick. All right, looks like I already have my partners equipped, so we're good. All right, let's go. Oh my lord, look at this lady. She looks like she would be a tailor. I must say, bravo. You are fabulous, just fabulous. With a bit of polish, you'll shine like a brilliant diamond. I simply must have you on as a model for my fashion line. Oh, you'd rather make clothes for Madame Sue as an apprentice? Wonderful. What's your name? Hylian? I like the sound of that. Benvenuto. Welcome to the fabulous life of the tailor. La Dolce Vita. A tailor enjoys everything in fashion, from the hat on your head to the shoes on your feet. And the best part is, we set the trends. Through fashion, people can express themselves and bring out their true beauty. As tailors, we simply help our clients shine. As the master of fashion and your mentor, allow me to give you your first assignment. We shall start simple. Make me some woven straw fabric. As for how to make the woven straw fabric, go ahead and ask my apprentice, Chantil. She'll teach you the recipe. Okay. Don't call out my ticks, Dazabound, all right? And then everyone else will notice. No, that's real funny, actually. I thought she said shitilly, you know. Let's not skip. We don't like to skip any of the. We've never skipped a tutorial story in the game, and we ain't gonna start now. I don't know. We might have skipped one, actually. Not gonna give spoilers, but the last buddy you're missing is one of my favorites. Dude, my second to last buddy that I got, Dazabound, was the other brother. Do you remember that conversation, Daza? The last buddy I was missing, actually, funny enough, like the one I just got, was the other brother, Butch. Isn't he the other brother, the younger brother? I don't know, I thought of you when I got him. Anyways, have a good day, man. Have a good day. I have slight regrets. I went to Holiday World yesterday and I'm so sunburned. Holiday World.
Morning, beautiful people. Is always so happy to be part of this community. H-Day, Midna, H-Day way.
Hey, thank you, Mary, for 66. Midna's in the chat. And thank you, Dweeby, for 43, homie. Thank you again. What's up, Llama Mama? She looks like Gru's mom. Who's Gru's mom? Wait a second. You're just catching up from the UK last week? Yeah, Bobbins. I hope everyone's okay. You're thinking about restarting and doing a whole new playthrough of this game? Yo, Cutlax, I've thought about the restart vibes for this game because this game is so fun early on, I think, before you have all the gear and stuff. So much opens up in New Horizons now after KK Slider visits for the first time. They drop ordinances, cabin tours, the hotel construction all on the same day. Sheesh. I didn't realize that, but in hindsight, I think you're right. What up, Crybaby Uwu and Joopy-san? Good morning. All right, let's go check out our apprentice. Patterns, pockets, piping, and pleats. Careful not to prick your hands, but get it done quick since trends change fast. Oh, I thought she was rhyming. Huh? Who are you? She's cute. Oh, so you're the novice tailor, Hylian? It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Chantilly. Oh, too bad. No songs for now, then. If you want to learn how to make woven straw fabric, I'd be happy to teach you. Usually we have to harvest the straw thread we need from plants in Eternia Village. But just this once, I'll give you some as a gift. Okay. So this is a really big deal because I've only needed freaking pink cloth to upgrade my shop finally to the final level. There's this shop in the game you can level up, and you need to give it materials, and I haven't had any pink cloth, and I've been trying to buy it from General Morcia with no luck. So now I'm finally going to be able to make my own, which is so nice. Here you are. Now let's move to the fun part. Go over to the workbench and we can start sewing. Now, because I gave my character extra gear, I'm about to blow this stuff out of the water, but you know, we're just having fun. Let's equip some buddies here, and let's make this happen. Oh, wow. I still only got great because I suck. I panicked. I realized real quick that I don't know the minigame because I've never done this. I was like, where are the scissors? Oui. Well done. Very well done. I must say, bravo. My darling Hylian, you've done it. With such wonderful stitching, I can't believe this was your first time. Bravissimo. Incredible. You completed the assignment with such style. Give yourself a pat on the back. I think you need a bigger challenge. Un vestito? An elegant gown, perhaps, or maybe a lovely sparkling headpiece. However will I decide. Madame Sue, how about having them help my sister crochet with her work? Oh, brilliant. That's a great idea, Chantilly. Wait, her sister's name is Crochette. Wait a second. Lately, she's been working on something in secret. She's always running around acting flustered and sighing to herself. I hate seeing her like that. I like you to go talk to Crochette. Yeah, her name is Crochette. And ask her what's troubling her. She should be at the Capital Marketplace. Go on. Crochette, dude. What a good name. This game is is not shy of puns. Good morning, by the way, Random Reject. Good to see you, bud. Always a pleasure to see you in the chat, man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for calling this community home, dude. Not sure what we would do without some of y'all here. Sipping on some S-Bucks Sumatra roast coffee. I picked up some coffee yesterday. I went and got some coffee yesterday on my walk, so I'm sipping on some Joe today as well. Oh wait, can I show y'all my new mount? Dude, look at this mount I got from the DLC. I upgraded my turtle, dude. Look, my turtle's a badass, dude. Dude, I wanted to show you all this so much. So this was my original turtle, if y'all remember. And he was cute, and I rocked him for a while. I wouldn't use any other mount, even though I had all these other mounts to use, right? I wouldn't use any of them. I only used my turt, all right, or my other turtle. All right, well, I've been playing the DLC, and I unlocked a cow and a massive Mohawkosaurus, and then I discovered Genbu, or Genbu. Look at him. The king. Look at him, dude. My amazing tortoise, dude. I love him so effing much, dude. I'm not even gonna front. He's so sick, dude. All right, anyways. You evolved your Pokemon. True. Very true. Oh, you're Madame Sue's newest apprentice? You must be here because you're worried about me. You see, my younger brothers just became fledgling paladins, and I've been making capes to surprise them. But they were both promoted at the same time, so I've had to make 2 capes at once, and well, I don't think I'll make it in time. What's that? You'll help make one of the capes for me? Oh, thank you. You're a lifesaver. Since it's a gift, I was planning on going all out and making them both flowy capes. The design is slightly different than a regular cape, but you can handle it, right? If it feels too hard, don't hesitate to ask someone for help. I'll be back to pick it up later. Merci. Merci. Ugh, it's just like her to leave without explaining a thing. She's so careless. I want to help you make that flowy cape, Hylian. It's actually one of Madame Sue's original designs. To make one, you need a soft wool. It's a material made from the fleece of sheep. Of course, that means we're taking a trip to the ranch. Let's go. Let's go to the ranch. Wait, what was in the DLC? The Dreamworld place? Yeah, so the DLC was a free update. They call it DLC 1. And they did say they're going to do paid and free DLC. And it's the Snoozeland. Well, Snoozeland is basically a way to grind up rare materials and drops and loot and armor. It's awesome. But you have to kind of get used to it, right? I remember we streamed some Snoozeland and we were all kind of thrown off. We were like, dude, how is this like a good system? Like, how does this work? Is this really something that feels worthy of grinding? Well, I can tell y'all that I've become somewhat of a Snoozeland professional. But maybe I'm not the best, but I'm somewhat of a Snoozeland professional. I'm going to show y'all some Snoozeland this morning. Here after we do some Taylor Life stuff. Excuse me, can anybody help us? Oh, Chantilly, good to see you. I reckon you're here for some sheep fleece. Hey now, Marina, would you mind if I gave your fleece a little trim? Bah, be my guest. I've been thinking about going for a shorter style lately. Here you are, sheep fleece. This is perfect. Merci. Don't worry about making the soft wool, Hylian. I'll take care of that. Just a moment. I'll have it ready as soon as your screen fades to black. Oh, fourth wall. That voice reminds me of another character, but I can't pinpoint it. After my husband drops off baby Fo to daycare, he's gonna stop at McD's, get some breakfast burritos and hash browns. I haven't eaten in 4 days. Dude, get it. Sometimes you gotta get yourself a little treat, man. Come here, kitty. Oh, press A. Fizz. Whoop. And voila, finished. Soft wool. I know today's supposed to be my day off. I know, kitty. I'll be hanging out with you in a couple hours, all right? You can have me all afternoon. Now you can go back to the Tailor's Guild and don't forget to ask my sister for the recipe. All right. Oh, she's such a cutie. All right. Yo, hey Sith. Yo, H does waves in the chat. What up, Sith? All right, Crochet. Oh, Hylian, welcome back. There's one more thing I didn't mention earlier. To make a flowy cape, you need a very special material. I already got it. Wait a minute, you already have some soft wool made for you. Huh? This stitching pattern. Nope, never mind. Thank you so much. She knows it's her sister. I also realized that I forgot to teach you the flowy cape recipe. So sorry about that. So let's get started on the flowy cape. Pour your love into every single stitch and you'll make something truly beautiful. Okay. Let's jam, y'all. Let's go nuts. And let's eat some food as well. Let's make ourselves even more powerful. Let's get weird with it. Plus 20 crafting for 2 attempts. Plus 70 crafting for 4 attempts. All right, we're getting funky with it. But keep in mind, I didn't have to do any of that. Oh, they're thinking I need to do this again. We probably don't have to. Let's just go straight to this. Luke's being a little stinker. He really wants to smell my muffin and orange juice, so it's a balancing act. Yeah, Minda's been getting more and more curious about things. It's very cute. Today's Splatoon Raiders with Treehouse. Do you think that Splatoon Raiders will have a Switch 2 edition? Yes, I think so. If you like Animal Crossing, check out a game called Petite Planet. I've seen that actually, Petite Planet. I think I'm a little hip to that game. And did you see that Persona will get a live adaptation on Netflix? Who will be the cast? So YouTube chat has a couple questions for the chat room. Did you all hear about the Persona live adaptation from Netflix? And they're asking, who do you think might be the cast for that? That's pretty interesting for the Splatoon fans out there. Well, fine work indeed. My brothers are going to absolutely love these capes. Yeah, it's pretty new news. It's pretty recent news, Meg. Hehe, she can't hide it from me. Chantil was the one who prepared the soft wool, right? Even so, it was your handiwork that made the cape a reality. I'd also like to thank your little secret helper hiding over there. Thank you too, Chantilly. Looks like my cover is blown. I must say, bravo! Oh, I scared my cat. I just scared Minda. You darlings were fabulous, just fabulous. It's clear to me that you have all to come to understand the most important lesson a tailor can learn.
Hello, smiley face.
The most important lesson you mean the proper sewing techniques? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, she did the oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yes, that is also very important, but above all else, a true tailor knows how to put others first. Our goal is to design fashion that brings our clients joy. Envision that joy, putting love into each and every last stitch. Your work must be cantable, like a song to delight others. And you have just what it takes to take the fashion world by storm, darling. I think it's time for your evaluation. Yo, thank you, Alt075 for 64 months. Dude, welcome back, man. How you doing? Yeah, there's going to be a live adaptation of Persona on Netflix coming up here. So you got to realize, like, a lot of these companies have figured out that even if the show sucks, it still increases their sales. Apparently the Witcher show, even though like it was considered bad, it caused a huge uptick on the Witcher games sales. So this is people, they're starting to notice, and we're going to start seeing a lot more live adaptations, or just adaptations in general, animation and the like, of video games, because of the Sonic movies were the blowout. The Sonic movies started it all, actually, alongside like Detective Pikachu, even though that didn't have games first. And then from there, it went from like Sonic and then Mario, and then there was like the Halo stuff and Witcher, and it's all starting to blow up. We're going to start seeing a lot more TV shows and movies, a lot more animated and live action, because no matter if they even succeed, apparently they still get people interested in the IPs. Fallout is another one. Thank you. I was just thinking that at the same Brain Link, Planet Kitties. So like, apparently even if they blow, right, it's still causing people to go out and get curious about the media that they came from. So Persona's the next on the list, and it could be good. Spawnwave talked about it this morning, and he mentioned that it's interesting because Persona is a really stylistic game, and it might be hard for them to capture that stylistic energy while doing live action. You would think it would be way better animated. So I agree with Spawnwave. I think that's a weird decision to go live action with Persona. But like, look at the success of that pirate One Piece. People love the live adaptation of that. So it's very possible to capture that stylistic vibe, right? I would argue One Piece has some style to it as well. And maybe they can do it. Yeah. Oh, Persona has already had anime adaptations. Oh, so that's why they don't. Okay, so they're doing, this is their first foray into live action. I didn't know that. Oh, interesting. I must say, bravo. With this, my darling, you have earned the rank of fledgling tailor. I simply can't wait to see what you create next. Together, we'll show all of Reveria the true meaning of fashion. You learned new recipes as fledgling tailor. You received a bronze needle. All right, we completed the story. Now we can grind the frick out of this. We're about to destroy this. You guys ready? No, I'm finishing up goals that I left on the table in the past. So my goal since this game started was to master every class, and now I only have 2 classes left. And today we're doing one of those 2. So all right, let's go ahead and let's craft all of our quest items here. And let's start boosting through these quests. Yeah, you didn't miss much. Yeah, no. The new content was still, the last time we got new content was still the free DLC. Snoozalans. Will we get another amiibo character for Splatoon Raiders? Most certainly, yeah. They love their amiibos. Let's go check what the quests are. Okay. Yeah, we're good. All right, let's get to grinding. We got a lot of grinding to do here. I haven't mastered any lives. I have like 50 hours in this game. What am I doing? Yeah, I mean, you're playing the game. That's the beautiful thing about this game, and you know it, LPK. You know it. You can just do whatever you want, you know? Persona with Scott Pilgrim versus World Style would be boss. That's really well said, Mr. Will. That's what I had pictured in my mind. That exact, like, comic book energy. Yeah. And Lowboys on YouTube says there will be another... Says that there will be another Persona anime version coming as well. Which, yeah, that sounds like that's a thing that they've been doing. It's giving me so much content. This game is awesome. I love it. So LPK, you might not have heard, but so I came back to the game recently for fun and in my free time, and I've accidentally put 40 hours into the game in 2 weeks. I'm up to like 230 hours for this game. It's so dumb. I'm obsessed, man. All right, and last but not least, some shoes. I do want to have one piece of each type of armor in the game, so that I can make really cool looking outfits and stuff. So for those that are new to the game, right now this is one of the crafting mini games. Every crafting class has a mini game, and the reason why this looks silly is because I'm doing low level crafting mini games with high level equipment right now. So this like looks silly because like I'm way stronger than I should be for this. But it will get tougher if you keep watching. The mini games are going to actually start to become a little stressful as we progress here. But I'm doing like super low level quest with really high end gear, and I'm making this like a breeze right now so that I can get to the higher end stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Splatoon Raiders Direct in just about an hour, y'all. 55 minutes. Happy day off stream. Hey, what up, JR? All right. All right. Let's go ahead and rank up. All right, up to the apprentice rank. All right, next up. So now I should have like all the materials and everything I need to just keep grinding because I've been playing the game so much, and this is a class that I could have opened up at any point, right? So you're gonna see like I shouldn't have to stop crafting at all the way to master. If this works out the way that I think it's gonna, I'm gonna be able to sit here and craft all the way up to master rank right now. I think so. I think it's gonna be that easy for me. Yo, have a good day today, gamer lady. Have a good day today, gamer lady. Thanks for vibing with us. You absolute legend. All right, we do need to go make some linen. So how do we do that? Right here? No. Where's linen at? Boom. Let's craft 25 linen here. Living your best game in life. So what have y'all been gaming on here this week so far? I know the week is young. All right, here we go. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Thanks for the likes on YouTube, by the way. Thanks for coming out today, y'all. I'm playing my DS Cooking Mama. She gets angry with my cooking, but I'm addicted nonetheless. I like that. Pokopia in Japan Rural Adventure. What's Japan Rural Adventure about? I think I've heard a little bit about it. Good to see you, Ghibli Gal. Rocking that Tangy badge. The Tangster. All right. I was gonna game this summer, but so much life has been happening and summer is almost over. Size. Aw. I mean, you still got some time though, Fo. I understand your mindset, but don't dissuade the fact that you still got a couple weeks. Right? You got a couple weeks, right? Try to make it happen. Try to fulfill the goal. Maybe give yourself just an hour of gaming. I think sometimes I do the same thing. I don't want to overstep. I don't want to give advice where I shouldn't. I apologize. But I think sometimes things can feel bleak with time. You know, it's like I do this to myself all the time. Like I told my girl this the other day. I swear to you, some days, as soon as 12 p.m. hits, I'm like, oh, the day's over. I can't do anything. Anybody do that to themselves? Oh, it's noon. It's over. Never mind. I might as well just I can't even do it. It's over. Day's over. I'm done. And it's like, wait a second, dude. It's only noon, man. Like I have all day still. I do that to myself all the time, dude. So just throwing that out there. Maybe you needed to hear that. It's like, you got plenty of time. You can make an hour happen of some gaming. Dude, make it happen. Yeah, you can make an hour happen, dude. Make it happen. Make it happen. Give yourself that time. You deserve it. 100%. Yeah, dude. I do it to myself every day. I'm like, oh, it's over. You're playing Visions of Mana? Dude, Druck, have you seen Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales? It reminds me of the Mana games. Isn't Visions of Mana the newest entry recently, right? I think so. All right, I think we're done here. Let's go report. I used to do it, but thank goodness this day's over. I only have this many hours until the weekend, and my mom was like, that's just wishing your life away, which is kind of true, yeah. Hey, what's up? What's up, Mills? It's so wonderful to see you. Can we get some waves in the chat? How are you, Mills? I hope you're having a good lunch, and thanks for thinking of me today. All right, we got some clothing we can wear. Oh, I forgot to put on my equipment. I have crafting equipment, the best in the game, right? Isn't it +5 gatherings? No. Where is it at? Here it is. +5 crafting. Yeah, I forgot to put on my crafting gear. Type, I guess. What do I want to sort this by? I have too much stuff. Rarity. Okay. Artisan King gloves, +5 crafting. There we go. I have so much stuff. Where's my art? Oh, here it is. Artisan King Sma. Got it. Artisan King shoes. Give me +5 crafting. Everywhere that I need. I don't think there's a +5 crafting cape, right? No, there's not. Okay, just making sure. +5 SP, whatever. All right, let's continue. We need to make some woven straw fabric. Just make 99. Let's just max out. I was like, wait, I have not eaten lunch yet. Yeah, I'm glad you're getting yourself some food. Forgot how charming this game is. What's up, hello, Mads? This game is so charming, right? It's so charming. It's all about moving to the Japan countryside. Thank you, Ghibli Gal. Basically helping out 2 of the town's elders and bringing back life to the town while also learning Japan's traditions and culture. It's very chill, pretty, and task-oriented. Oh, maybe it sounds like you also might be learning a little bit about Japanese culture while you play it, which would be such a cool perk to playing a video game. Does that make sense? Sounds like that might be a little perk there. Yeah, thank you, Fo. No problem, man. If I had a friend, I would hope that somebody would say the same thing to me if I was saying that to myself. That's all. That's the only reason I felt the need to throw my perspective out there. Again, nobody wants unsolicited advice, but I already crushed Elliot. I loved it. Oh, dude, exclamation point YouTube. I played through Elliot. It's so good. It's so good. I'm so happy to hear you crushed it. I love your choice of words, man. I already crushed Elliot. Crushed it. Like, okay, buddy. All right, I need some dandelion cotton here. I love that. I love that attitude. Crushed that game. Made it eat my shorts. Yo, hey, Unicorn. I have to get back to this game. You do. And now, don't worry too much because this game's going to get DLC. And it'll bring everyone back. So the first DLC was free. There's going to be another DLC that I think is going to add story and more classes or more ranks or something like that. I'm convinced that this game's going to get another massive DLC. It's going to be paid most likely, but it's going to add a whole new storyline. It's going to add maybe a new class. If not a new class, new ranks, like something above hero and everything. So like if you are somebody who's like, you want to get back to this game, maybe don't rush. If you're not like, you know, if you're not like starving for it, you'll probably get nudged back to the game as it progresses. I would, if I had to guess. I play games at work, blowing through my platinum journey. Nice, nice, nice. So today's my birthday. Instead of my kids telling me happy birthday, she told me I'm old. Aw. Well, Walnug, happy birthday. We're here to give you happy birthday. Get some birthday love in the chat. Walnug, happy freaking birthday, homie. All right, we're up to level 3 stuff. Stardust linen and sunny cotton. All right, let's go ahead and craft some of that. Sunny cotton. Let's craft a couple of these. Let's craft 15 of them. Yo, happy birthday, Walnut. Yesterday was mine. Oh, did we wish you a happy birthday, Lucinda? Or did you hide it from us like a punk? Yo, happy birthday, Lucinda. Oh, I'm still going. Happy Taco Tuesday, everybody. Yo, YouTube chat's giving you a happy birthday as well. Are you planning on playing the Switch 2 game? I haven't booted up the Switch 2 version yet. I do own the Switch 2 edition of this game. Yeah, I do play on Switch occasionally. Not always, but I do play on Switch occasionally. Oh, it looks like I can't make Stardust linen. So that might be a recipe I have to earn at the next tier, so... let's hold off on that. Let's just go do this set of armor. Let's go. I was a punk. I understand. I'm the same way about my birthday some years. Yeah, no worries. Well, happy birthday if you don't mind us giving you a little love today, Lucinda. And we'll leave you alone, all right? Yeah, I do play this game on Switch. Oh, you had to buy the recipe for Stardust linen? I should probably go look it up. I bet you I can go purchase a bunch of recipes. Yeah, thank you for that. Yo, Dolores in the house. Did everything I could for my dad's home. Will be finished and be on the market in 2 weeks. Drive home this morning, easing into the morning. Appreciate your day off stream. Oh, thank you. I hope everything's okay. I'm sure that selling the dad's house can be kind of a lot to go through. I hope you're taking it easy. Glad to see you in the chat. Thank you guys. Love y'all so much. Yeah, happy birthday, Lucinda. No one should be forced to acknowledge their birthday on their birthday. Does that sentence make sense? No one should be forced to acknowledge their birthday on their birthday. You should be able to just chill if you want to chill. Walnut with a 29-month primer. What up, baby? All right. Nice, we got all that out of the way. All right, just the slippers left. Today's my sister's birthday and she asked for flour. I have about 20 pounds of different kinds. I'm currently wrapping to give her later. Get out of here. Shenanigans, the legendary sibling. All right, what are we missing? What are we missing here to upgrade? We need to craft 15 more. We need to get excellent 15 more times. And we need to get... What? Wow, these are grindy quests. Oh my lord. And then we need to do the fire hood. Okay, so what's stopping us from the fire hood? Flare Cashmere. We can make that, I believe. Yep. Some golden goat fleece. Let's do 5. It was a Taylor Life recipe. Okay, I'll probably get it after I level up here, if I had to guess. So where did you hear new DLCs coming? So when this game released, they said there would be multiple DLCs. They said that there would be free DLC and paid DLC when the game released. You could probably still find this information on either their Twitter or their website. So when this game dropped, they 100% said, like, there will be multiple DLCs, paid and free. And so far, we've only gotten free, which means that you can infer that a paid DLC is still on the way. And here's the second reasoning behind why I'm so confident in this. Because the 3DS version got paid DLC. So they're already comfortable putting out DLC because the 3DS version got it way back in the day. So again, there's a free DLC that's already been out. All right, Taunerus, calm down. You only have to ask your question once, please. Don't spam me. All right. The free DLC has already been out. It's been out for like a year or something, like 6 months, right? So that's already been out. And we don't know anything about the paid DLC. They haven't announced it officially, but they said very early when the game came out that there would be paid and free DLC in the future. And again, we already got the free DLC. It's already out. I don't know when the paid's gonna come. It might be here tomorrow. I don't know. They haven't announced it yet, so we're still waiting on that. Yeah, no need to sit here and spam my chat. You know, you're not the only person here, punk. Did you post your playthrough of this on YouTube? I did, yeah. It's a whole playlist. Not every episode, but I did post it.
Good morning, everyone.
I got some more episodes to post later.
Every day. H-Day love, H-Day love, H-Day love.
Yo, good morning, everyone. Yo, thank you so much, Lights, for the 4 months. Future is unknown, so we don't know. Correct, right. But they did comment that they were open to doing DLC, so there's a good chance we are going to see DLC. I can't believe I only have 1 fire shard. No. How do I only have 1 fire shard? No. How do I get more fire shards? From the Banan Cave. From the Banan Cave. All right, we're gonna go grind one of those up real quick. Let's see how close I am to getting master without having to leave the crafting table. I have to be getting close. Not to mention, if seeking info, always look at the source. We're close, but no cigar. Let's craft a couple more things and maybe we can grind it out. Yo, what up, Gabby? Yeah, direct is in 25 or 35 minutes. 35 minutes. Good morning, Inyo Base. All right, so it seems like we just need to craft a bunch of nonsense to level up a bunch of these points. Let's go do some math instead of just doing this blindly. So 500, what does that put us up to needing? All right, what do we need? So we need approximately 550 points. That's not bad at all. Do we have those points without getting the fire shard? Easy. Easy. Okay, so we're going to skip this one for now, and we're just going to do these two real quick, which is just super grindy. So we're going to just grind out a bunch of nonsense. Let's start off by grinding out some armor. All right, if I've never crafted it once, we're going to craft it. King's Wool. Do I have access to King's Wool? I need to dive back into Fantasy Life. It's been a bit since I last played. Yeah, too many games, too little time, man. I heard Alien has exclusive info on when the new paid DLC is coming. H does notes. Get out of chat. I love y'all so much. Good morning, Soul Shepherd. Get it. What's your most anticipated game of July? You know, I don't know if I have an answer right this second because I need to go look up some indie releases. So this Friday, we're actually gonna do a segment about that on Friday. So come on by, all right? This Friday, we're gonna be doing a segment that I haven't named yet, but essentially it's let's check out what games are coming out and let's talk about our most anticipated games for July and August. So this Friday, we're going to be sitting down and talking about our most anticipated games for July and August. And I'm going to be looking for your feedback. And then I'm hoping to give my own words. I'll do some research. And then we're going to, as a community, we're going to create a list of games for us all to look forward to for July and August and maybe even September. We're going to do a mega list, a big community list. Games for me, games for the stream, games for you. So come on by Friday. We'll be doing a segment Friday morning around this exact conversation. At this moment in time, though, I don't know. I see Black Flag Resynced is coming out in July, which that is something I'm kind of keeping my eye on. Splatoon Raiders is something I want to play and showcase to the community. And we also have Moonlight Peaks coming out next week. And I'd like to maybe check out Moonlight Peaks just for the community's sake. We talked about it yesterday, just providing you a place to see the game before it comes out. So Moonlight Peaks is on the list for the stream. Splatoon Raiders is on the list. That's about as far as I've got at the very moment. Now, as far as my most anticipated games, yeah, again, I'm still kind of lost. So come on by Friday, and hopefully I have a good answer by then, because I really haven't been paying attention. Like, I know we just went through Summer Games Fest week, and a bunch of games got announced, but I still, like, need to formulate a list, right? Like, I just have... the current list I have is just a massive document of games that I think are cool, but I don't know, like, I don't have it sorted. So all I have right now is a massive document of a bunch of games I think is really cool. You know, that stuff I saw from Summer Games Fest week. Yeah, Friday Mario Kart World. Yeah, that's Friday night though. That's Friday night. But yeah, Mario Kart World Friday night if y'all want to join. I'm failing this badly. I need to start paying attention. I need to start paying attention. I'm dropping the ball here. Over here reading chat. Ah! we need to level up our skills. I don't have any skill points put in, and that's why that was so hard. Because the skill tree helps make all that stuff a lot smoother. I just dropped the ball massively on that because I wasn't paying attention for the first half, and then the second half actually was tough. Oh my lord. All right. I have buddies. I was using 2 buddies during that. All right. All right. We'll unlock the ability to remake. We'll stop there. And we'll take ability to use extra materials. And we'll take I know, Teddy Mackerel. I appreciate you, dude. I know how to play the game though. I feel like I didn't ask for any advice. I really do appreciate you offering though. I literally just said I put 40 hours in 2 weeks. I'm almost a hero with every class. I'm almost a master with every class. I really don't think I need advice, but thank you. I know you're just trying to help, but like, please, dude. We have a new code for the anniversary of this game. I have a bunch of codes I need to enter. Yeah, I appreciate the reminder. I think we posted some in the Discord as well that I need to add. All right, I'm looking for all the experience gain nodes. Trying to prioritize all of the experience gain nodes. You just want to grind out every experience gain node. Plus 10% experience, plus 10% experience. It's just too powerful. There's none over here. There's never any on the right side. There's none over here. And then they're all over here. So here we go. All right, we'll grab this. How many more do I need? 40? Yikes. 30? Okay, we're right there. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, we can't reach it. All right, let's just grab this. Okay, that's gonna be much better. Sheesh. We got chewed up on that last one. I was like, I went from like 0 to 60 because I wasn't paying attention, and then all of a sudden the game was asking for effort from me. It was quite the moment there. All right, we're definitely not doing Apocalypse Wings anytime soon. What are we at? 1400. We can skip that. Let's go down to some lower level stuff for now until I get more equipped. Oh yeah, I think we'll throw the treehouse on afterwards. Nice. What are you saying to me? Can you do the millennial Can I be your dad? I mean, only if you're gonna support me like my father should have. So I expect a check in the mail before you claim fatherhood over me. I love getting to unlock a ton on the skill tree all at once. Yeah, it's real nice. Not gonna lie, I've been getting a lot more work done in Dreamlight Valley since I took a break from Fantasy Life. How long were you grinding this game out, Decoy? Morning, y'all. It's so effing hot outside. Yeah, it's pretty gross, dude. I definitely think we're all over it already. It's just coming to the States. It's been in Europe for like a week. Like the real gross heat. Been in Europe for like a week. Close to 1,000 hours. Dude, I just hit 230. All right, I think we're just grinding out a ton of stuff, right? Yeah. All right, so we just need to do a little bit more excellence and then we're good. So 17 more and we're good. Bum, 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 bum. All right, let's just I'd like to craft stuff I don't have in my inventory already, or stuff that I've never crafted before at least once. My goal is to craft every recipe in the game at least once. And I want to own one piece of every piece of clothing in the game, because then I can make any kind of outfits that I want. Was the Fantasy Life DLC any good? So it's arguably not the best DLC. Thank goodness it was free. Thank goodness it was free, because like the truth is that the DLC was like a weird catch-up mechanic. It was like a way for people to get materials and strength in the game without having to grind out the stuff that most other players had to grind out. Does that make sense? Now, it didn't provide the most powerful gear in the game. The most powerful gear in the game is still the legendary time weapons. But it added a new polishing mechanic. So this polishing mechanic is really sick, right? So it makes your weapons randomly have a chance to like activate a special attack, basically. So the polishing mechanic is really powerful, and that's a part of the DLC, and that's like the end game add-on. But then they added some catch-up mechanic type stuff where like you could get your character as powerful as somebody who grinded out like endgame materials in the past relatively quickly if you learned the Snooze-a-Land mechanic. You couldn't get stronger than people who had put the ultimate amount of time in the game, but you could get closer to them. Again, this is why I'm calling this kind of a catch-up mechanic, because it kind of helped fill the gap from the mega grinders and the people who were playing casually. And if you were willing to sit down and learn how Snooze-a-Land was supposed to be played, you could really catch your character's strength up in all facets relatively quickly by using Snooze-a-Land. Here's what it really did, though. It added an alternative path to strength outside of the already provided paths in the game. To give you an example, before Snooze-a-Land, the only way to get certain rare materials was by either Ginormosia or by using groves. So you had treasure groves or you had Ginormosia. And both of these were kind of RNG, they were kind of grindy, they were kind of random, and it was like a little bit weird, right? It just like wasn't like the best option. So Snooze-a-Land is a third option now, alongside the other two options, to get gear and loot. And this is a beautiful thing that they realized in the game. Why? Because they allowed players another way to play the game. They didn't invalidate the other ways. That's the key here. They didn't like make the other versions of the game sucky. They just added a new version and another way for you to play the game and to approach getting loot and gear. And that's what made the free DLC perfect, because it didn't invalidate the older systems, in my opinion. All right. And that's pretty much it for the free DLC. All right. So it was good, but like some players didn't really find a lot of purpose for it because they were already like maxed out endgame and they really only needed to use it for the polishing mechanic at that point. Whereas some players loved it. Like me, like it took me a while to get used to it, but now I think Snoozeland is a wonderful mechanic. And if we have time to do some Snoozeland today on my day off stream, I would love to like show you all why Snoozeland is so powerful. It's so important actually because of the polishing. To give you an example for those that have played the game, maybe you can understand what I'm about to say. But for those of you that have played the game, basically what it does is instead of going to Ginormosia and getting a random chance for a legendary deer to spawn and so you can get some horns, or a random chance for a legendary ore to spawn to get some gem, or a random chance for a legendary tree to spawn, if you know how Ginormosia works, Snoozeland lets you purchase the horns, the gems, the logs, and all those legendary materials right out. You could just straight choose and purchase the ones you want from Snoozeland. So instead of going to Ginormosia and grinding and hoping that like the steer spawns and the tree spawns and all this stuff, you just go to Snoozeland and it's guaranteed. It's in your pocket as long as you understand how Snoozeland works. So it takes the RNG out of the grind and it makes it like way smoother, right? So now I've been using Snoozeland in combination with the other systems to upgrade all of my gear and get all my legendary equipment and get all of my time tools, because it only cost 80,000 of these Snoozeland points to purchase one of like the Don horns. And that's not bad. Snoozelands are only 20 minutes. They take about a total of 30 minutes with cutscenes, and if you pause the game, doing them solo. So for 30 minutes of your life, you can end up purchasing like 3 of the Don horns. And I've gone an hour of Ginormosia and only gotten 2. So it's really nice. The Snoozeland stuff is actually a really good system, right? It's not for everybody. It was kind of a system that got put into the game as a catch-up mechanic almost. And let me catch up on chat in just a second here. Good morning, Cinderella. I see you popping in here. Bum 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 bum. So, what an awesome game. H does slay. Yeah. I knew that was coming. Thank you, Cozy. I knew that was coming. My son has informed me this morning that instead of saying good morning, he wants to be Nosferatu Ghostbuster for Halloween, so that'll be fun to figure out. I mean, he's an ambitious kid, you could say that. Yeah, genius. All right, we're almost there, dude. We're so close. Frick, how many more excellence do I need? This is mega grindy, dude. All right, let's eat some food since we're going back to high level stuff. Let's do 150 crafting. All right, and then let's go ahead and craft one of these capes, but not drop the ball this time. All right, let's go. Yeah, look at that, 1741 over 800. We're doing pretty well. It's still gonna be work though. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 bum 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 bum. Whew. Making me sweat over here. So many taps, dude. Tailoring sucks. Why are 2 of them tap mechanics? Tailoring blows. I should have used my special. Sheesh. How's this game? It's fun. It's a good game. I saw someone wear a shirt and I was like, that is a Hylian shirt. It displayed Link getting a puzzle slice or a pizza slice from a chest. That actually is a very me-coded shirt. That makes me so proud that you knew that about me. That's a very me-coded shirt, actually. True. Okay, I got it. Holy heck. Get me out of here. Now the real grind begins. Right? Expert, yep. Now expert into master, and you, in order to get master, you have to do everything in expert, I believe. I think in order to get master, you have to do everything in expert. You can't skip anything. So we have to go and get that fire. We have to still go get that fire piece. And then what else do we need? Let's see. We might be able to craft everything. Let's find out. Let's go see what we need. So we need, we're good here. Earth shard. Oh, 3 stardust linen each. Uh-oh. I don't have enough stardust linen. Where do I get that from? Starry thread from material shop. I don't have the recipe though. Maybe I have the recipe now. Maybe I just earned it. Oh, I just earned it. We're good. We're cruising, dude. We're cruising. Yeah. Thank you, Teddy. Oh, nice. It's 9:45. Thanks for the heads up. We were close. We were close to getting master in just the little bit of time we had this morning. I was hoping we could, but here we are. What's up, Spartan Leonidas? I know I haven't been here a lot, but I do follow you for 7 years. You don't think I know you by now? Oh, I know. Doesn't matter how often you're here, by the way. Don't ever get caught up in your head about that. That doesn't matter at all. I don't expect y'all to be here every day. All right, we can craft everything except for the freaking fire suit. I can't believe we were 1 fire shard away and 4 flare cashmere away. That one's actually a big deal. I have exactly enough for 4 flare cashmere. Oh my lord. Okay. Anyone else is cat obsessed with head pats with your feet? No, not mine. Not yet anyways. I could see her being that kind of person. Oh, we got 10 out of that. I forgot you always get more. If you craft 1 at a time, you actually... Never mind. We myth busted that. Never mind what I was going to say. We myth busted that. All right. We need to go to the Banana Cave. I don't remember where that is, unfortunately. Oh, wait. That's actually right here. Yeah. All right. 7 minutes, and then we're going to switch over to Splatoon. So yeah, apparently they're doing a treehouse with more gameplay afterwards. Now, haven't they already done multiple Splatoon Raider treehouses? They did one already. So I find it a little weird that they're choosing to do a treehouse for this game again. It's like, dude, how much do you need to show us of this game? Like, why are they obsessed with this? The music and characters remind me of Miitopia. I thought you said Banana Cave, and I was like, hey, maybe we'll see DK. Could always go for a good Banana Cave. All right. What's up, BU? Okay. Go. Fire shard acquired. Why can't they be as obsessed with AC as they are with Splatoon? Thank you for saying it out loud. Thank you. Somebody said it. Listen, I love you Splatoon fans, but us AC fans are getting a little bit jaded, all right? Definitely seems like they're ramping up production of Splatoon Raiders, though. Like, it definitely seems like they're really starting to push the Splatoon Raiders marketing machine. And I guess another treehouse is what they need to do. Their treehouse selection has been weird, though. Let's keep in mind that, remember, they did 2 Star Fox sections in the treehouse and 1 Splatoon Raiders? Like, why? Why did you need to show us that much Star Fox? Like, I don't understand. They're wrapping up Splatoon so they can focus on the new AC, right? Right? Isn't the same team? It was claimed to be the same team in 2020, correct? But I do implore you that could have changed with the success of Animal Crossing. And I've had that conversation on stream before. Like, keep that in mind. Like, we are under the impression that back in 2020, they were the same team. But I argue that might not be the case anymore. Think about it. You don't take Animal Crossing success that lightly. I think you at least give them a separate team. You know, in the least, even if they are still going to be slow about the games coming out, even if they aren't going to fully take advantage of the hype from the COVID era, maybe they truly do think that the COVID hype was just a one-off thing. That's fine. But in the least, you would think they would give them a separate team after that success, right? So I think a lot of people, a lot of the Animal Crossing community like to go back to that 2020 comment, right? They like to go back to that conversation back in 2020. But I argue that that's not a healthy place to go back to. Why? Why are we under the impression that it's the same exact business as it was 5-6 years ago? So that's my take on it. My take on it is that I highly doubt that the Splatoon and Animal Crossing team are the same anymore. They are likely doing their own thing. Animal Crossing got way too successful for that to be otherwise. I wonder if they showed so much Star Fox is because they secretly were afraid it was going to flop. I think Nintendo is definitely scared about Star Fox. And that's why they went with the super safety option first, which was, right, putting out a remake. However, I think the studio who put together the Star Fox remake is about to get the reins on Star Fox. I think that the studio who did the remake is about to do a full game themselves. I think they're about to hand over the keys to the Lexus. I think they're about to hand over the keys to the... What's the name of Star Fox's ship? That would have been a way cooler thing to say, but I'm not that big of a Star Fox fan, I guess. Yikes. Right, because I think they are. I think they're about to give it up, and I think they're going to let the studio do a full game. You know, with Nintendo's oversight, obviously. Dude, all of the taps on this one suck. This is the most tap-heavy, I think, minigame of all of them. I'm a fake fan. I don't know, but I agree. Nintendo's been playing it safe lately. I don't know if they would risk a whole new team when there's a % chance of the AC&H craze was just because of COVID. I don't know. I disagree. I don't think it's risky to put a team on the game that sold second highest on the Switch one. COVID did not produce those numbers. You can argue all you want that COVID was the reason that Animal Crossing got successful, but COVID was not the only reason why it sold over almost 50 million copies, over double what Breath of the Wild sold. Double of what Breath of the Wild sold, mind you. I don't think so. I disagree. I think that you're underselling and you're undervaluing how well Animal Crossing did, in my opinion. Yeah, that's undervaluing how well it did. It's the second highest selling game on the Switch one. It sold almost 50 million copies. It's still selling well. They already put a Switch 2 edition out. I think they have a separate team working now. Just my speculation, of course, you know, just disagreeing, not saying you're wrong, but yeah, I don't think they're at the point where they're assessing a risk anymore. I think Animal Crossing is obviously going to be successful from here on out. And here's the thing that everyone's forgetting in the room here. But why are we pretending like Animal Crossing wasn't successful before? Like, dude, Animal Crossing has always been mildly successful, selling millions of copies. It's like we're pretending like Animal Crossing wasn't already a very successful game before. We're forgetting that. Just because it blew up during COVID, dude, New Leaf sold really well. New Leaf was a well put together game. It sold really well. It sold 10 million copies, I'm pretty sure. Sold a good amount of game. Like, Animal Crossing is a very popular franchise. COVID just made it go out of regular popularity into global international popularity. And nobody's arguing that it's ever going to be as popular as it was globally as it was in COVID. But dude, don't get it twisted. Animal Crossing is a very beloved IP by a lot of people. Like, it's a very popular console or game, I mean. I got a second Switch solely for ACNH. Yeah. I think we forget. I think COVID is making us forget that, like, Animal Crossing was always a pretty well established IP, and COVID just made it like go global. It made it go international. Oh, we're so close. I'm trying to get as close as I can, but oh my lord, I think I might have to stop here. Blue hat, blue vest, blue kilt. And then we couldn't wait for the song anyways. The truth is that we're not going to be able to watch the song with the Splatoon. So we should just stop here, and as soon as the direct's done and we're done with the treehouse, we can get our song. All right. So those of you looking forward to Fantasy Life, you got to wait. The song is coming. We're going to get our 13th mastery song very soon. All right. Give me some time here. I wasn't able to make it happen before the direct. I was too busy yapping. All right, here we go. Oh, Splatoon Raiders Direct. It's 15 minutes. It's supposed to be 15 minutes of 15 minutes of content and gameplay. So let's go ahead and see what they're gonna do here. I have 3 minutes though. All right, I'm gonna do another craft. I'm gonna do one more craft while I wait here. I got 15 minutes. I'm going to do one more craft. Let's make this kilt. I think the fact that New Horizons is a game that you have something to look forward to daily did help it during a time where people had little to look forward to. But I would have to say that it would have succeeded regardless. Right, I agree. I think regardless, it was going to do well. It just might not have done second highest selling game, outselling Breath of the Wild well. Right. I think COVID definitely helped it become that, right? And I think Nintendo knows that that's not going to happen again, which is probably true. All right, that's our last. That's our last. Soa blue kilt. Where's Neanderthal? We got his kilt for him ready. We got his kilt for him ready. All right, looks like we're one armor away, I think, from... Are we 2 armors away from finishing? We're about to get a song here. We're 2 armors away from finishing. All right, we're about to get a song here. We're about to master our 13th out of 14 classes on our Fantasy Life playthrough that's been going on for over a year. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Music makes me miss Fantasy Life. Might have to hop back to it soon. Dude, I've been having fun. Hope it has a sniper. I bet you it will. I mean, 100 different weapons. I bet you it will, all right? And hey, maybe here's a question for y'all, just a curiosity question. Do you think that if Splatoon Raiders is successful enough, it'll spin off into its own thing and they'll do another one? My answer is, why wouldn't they? You know, could be a new franchise type deal. Yeah, it's only $50. Not bad, right? Right? Not bad for a new Nintendo game on the Switch too. And yeah, good strategy. I agree with Elliot in the chat here. Good strategy on their part to identify that this is a little bit of a risky game for some players and to make it cheap so the risk is lessened, right? I'm surprised you're into it. I'm surprised I'm into it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I am. Good morning, Exhaustion. What's up, L Rob? Good to see you, Ash. Hitting the drool. I see you over here. What up, Valicia? And so WoW Boys on YouTube here a little bit ago said that GTA 6 Switch 2 is reportedly coming in 2027. What do y'all think about that? I believe that. I bet you GTA 6 will come to the Switch 2. I bet you they'll make it happen. I believe it. Even if that's like super copium. I believe it. It's funny because we don't even have 5 yet and people are asking for 6. It's like, I don't know. I find it a funny comment. It would be hype, wouldn't it? Yeah. It's like we don't even have 5 yet, but okay, sure. If they're releasing it on the Series S, it makes sense it can be on the Switch too. Oh, you're right about that. It does run on the Series S. So why not? Exactly. That's what I've been telling people, Elliot. I'm like, the Switch 2 is really strong, dude. Yeah, Elder Scrolls Oblivion is supposed to be getting a Switch 2 release. I think we're waiting for a date. I think we're going to be getting Metal Gear Solid Delta. I've already called that one out. I think we're getting Delta as well. Like, the Switch 2 is very capable. I feel like. All right, y'all ready for the mastery song? We did it, everybody. We got our 13th master. There's only one class left that we have to master. One more song we're going to be showcasing on the stream. Not today, though. All right, I'd love to dress you from head to toe in my custom-made fashion to celebrate, but I'm afraid we don't have enough time because today we're having a party, and you, darling, are the star. Here we go, our 13th mastery song. Oh, Fantasy Life's so worth picking up, man. It's a good game, Runa. It's really good, dude, especially if you can get it on sale. All right, I told you I set out to listen to every mastery song live, and we are one song away after this to fulfilling that journey. Let's bask. Let's bask in the glory of the Taylor life. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah. Who am I sewing for? I don't know anymore. All right, I'll stop. This game's even worth it for full price. Yeah, this was my game of the year last year. Same. This was my game of the year. Yep. I like the remix. I want Borderlands 4 for Switch 2. I honestly got so bummed it was delayed. Yeah. The interjections were the vibe. Part of me wants to start a new game. We were just talking about that in the chat. Me too. Like, just because the beginning of the game was so special. Your character's a noob. Yeah. Yeah. What up, Duvor? Sorry, Dordove. I misspoke. Dordove. What up, Fuzzy? Tim the Toolman Taylor. Get out of here. This is the second life you started. Isn't that so awesome how different our playthroughs were? I love that. I love that. Dude, I have 230 hours in this game, and I just started the Taylor life today. That's what makes this game so special. Anime ending song vibes. Oh, yeah. All right, this we have the whole second verse. I like how there's credits, yeah. Dude, this lady started crocheting in the middle of the party. What the hell? Dope. Goals, old people goals. It's the end of the game, so it's every time you master a class in the game, you get a song. So in this game, there's 15 classes, 14 of them are the main classes, and every time you master a class, you get a song with credits as a way to kind of conclude that storyline in that class. Less of a storyline and more of just like mini quest kind of stuff. But anyways, yeah, so what you just saw was me concluding one of the classes in the game. And there's a song for everyone. Every song is completely unique. It's all really special. These are full, like 3 to 5 minute songs, written, recorded, all like beautiful composition music that they did for every class. There's 14 of them. It's gorgeous, and it's like a ritual they do for every life. It's really neat. It's one of my favorite parts of the game. It's so charming and interesting, and there's so much effort put in, right? Like, you can tell the passion and love that they went into the game to write 14 different songs, full 3 to 5 minute songs, and present them this way is just so over the top in the best way possible. It's so beautiful. In the fashion world, there's no perfection. There is no end to our work, because we tailors will always keep dreaming, pushing the limits of what we create. But that's all part of the fun. A La Dolce Vita. You received rank up rewards. Got 'em, baby. Got 'em, baby. Had a feeling you'd come. Just love the pieces you designed. What can I do for you? All right, we're done. So now it doesn't stop there. Now we can start working on getting hero rank with the tailor, which I'll be doing in my free time because it's just literally grinding a bunch of recipes. So we'll do that in our free time. But now we have mastered our 13th class. We did it. We freaking did it. We got 13 out of 14 classes mastered. I only have one left. And it's because I was playing a slow playthrough of it. On this character, I'm using low-level items and low-level weapons and stuff, and I'm like approaching the game like a new player, kind of weirdly. So it's taking me longer to master this class. That's the only one. And then from here, I only need to hero 3 classes. I need to hero Tailor, Mercenary, and Paladin. So I'm almost at the point to where I've completed my original goal, which was to get level 100 Farmer and to get hero in every class. I also had a goal of getting master in every class on stream. So all 3 of my goals are coming to fruition here soon. And then from there, I'm going to have to decide what my next goals are, which will be powering up my characters by crafting all of the legendary weapons in the game. So to show you what I'm talking about here, if we go to formation and if we grab real quick, we'll do a little bit of a waste here, but for the sake of the people here, let's grab all of my carpenters real quick, and let's go ahead and give them, oh, we don't have to give them food, so that's not a waste, never mind. So then we're going to go in here and we're going to craft our time needle. Now that we're officially a tailor, we can actually craft a needle for our tailor, and it's one of the best items in the game, and then that'll lead us to the next best item in the game. And oh, never mind, I'm out of Dawn Horns and I'm out of Golden Goat Fleece, so that's a big deal. So we're gonna have to go grind that stuff up, and that's perfect segue because I wanted to show y'all how far I've come with Snoozeland. I've started figuring out how Snoozeland works, and I wanted to show y'all a Snoozeland run because the last time we played was for the DLC, and we were all kind of confused about where Snoozeland belongs in this game. And we were all kind of like, this is cool, but is it really necessary? And now that I've gotten Snoozeland down to a pretty decent point, I could tell you, like, it's actually really cool. So I want to show y'all like what I believe to be a more official Snoozeland run here, and some of my best runs so far. So the highest I've done is 400,000 score, 404,000 score in one run. So, and this is all single player because single player allows me to pause the game, and you can't pause in multiplayer. So I've been doing single player because it's better for me. I can like pause and pet my cat. It's not a big deal, right? So we're doing pretty well, and I'm going to show y'all a run here. So to explain this real quick before we dive in, what Snoozeland is it's basically a mini 20-minute run where your character starts at 0. It's a roguelike, all right? And your character starts at 0 strength, and you have to build yourself up as you go through the 20-minute run. And it's interesting because it's all RNG based, and you never know what kind of gear you're going to get, right? So, however, I've learned that it's less RNG than you would think, because you're guaranteed some sort of strength towards the end if you just understand what you're doing. And I'm going to show y'all here. We got Rio Keen popping into the YouTube chat. They said, just finished the direct. Nintendo keeps doing this to me. They keep revealing that they're cooking on these games. I went from probably past to pre-ordering now. They got me at Diablo ARPG loot. Dude, we literally said that during the event. That's what I said. Go back and watch my reaction. I was like, this is Diablo. I'm right there with you, Rio. Welcome to the show. Now, yes, Teddy Mackerel, I will be leveling up my brand new character. I will be leveling up brand new eventually. Yeah, but that's not a priority on my list. I think if I go to level 100 all the classes, I will level up brand new. So, all right, so we have to get to the Speedy Mimic. We can do that fast. So the first tip that I've learned about this is that you want to go through all the quests. If you do all the quests before the end, you'll have enough experience to take you to the boss, and you'll be a high enough level. So our first goal is to just farm as much loot as possible. All right. Our first goal is to farm up as much loot as possible and to do the area's quest. All right. That's our first goal here, is we just want to run from area quest to area quest and do them all as a starter while our character gets stronger. All right, so you're going to see the first thing I'm going to do is finish the area quest, and then I'm going to go and grab the pot, because this allows me to warp around the map. Now we're good. Now I'm going to run down here, and we're going to see what the next area quest is. So it looks like I need to harvest shadow carrots. So I don't have a hoe yet. So we're going to come back. See, we don't have to like stress. So I'm going to grab this for fast travel. I'm going to run over here. I'm going to grab this chest. And it looks like I can't really get anything good, so we're going to go for money here. And if you want an explanation on my choices, just ask. I'm going to grab this chest as well. Chests are really powerful. And we got a hoe. Now, I also could skip the hoe and get myself a character to fight with me, because the boss is a fight, right? Sometimes the boss is a tree, a rock. This time it's a battle. So I'm actually going to grab Hawk. I'm going to ignore the hoe, because I'm convinced that I can get another hoe soon. So I'm going to grab Hawk because he's a way better upgrade. And we're going to run to the other side because we have another option to go over here. Remember, we unlocked 2 areas. So we're going to leave this zone since we don't have... I'm going to leave this zone since we don't have a hoe. And we're going to go to the other zone, which will likely... I'll go to the other zone, which will likely have something that we can do. Oh, I'm going to kill this stuff. I almost always kill the monster packs that spawn because they're the easiest stuff to kill. And I've learned something in this. So every zone has like its set levels, right? But if something spawns in, it's always like a closer level to you. I'll explain again here shortly, but let's go back and grab this Sleepy Mimic. Yeah, I'll explain again here shortly, but so every zone has like set levels. All right, we got the headbang. This is perfect. So we're going to take advantage of headbang, and we're going to destroy everything around us. These headbang, this is where the RNG comes in, because you're not guaranteed to get like headbang every run. So sometimes you have these runs where you get like really good luck and you get like lots of loot, and sometimes you have less luck, right? So now I could even take this headbang ability and I could use it to finish one of the area quests if I was in that area, right? So headbang is nice. All right, we're gonna grab loot. All right, boom, go over here, and we're looking to fight 6 Cornella. So you see, like, if I go over here, see that's at level 4 Snowflake Bunny? You see that? So the enemies in here are like level 4, level 12. But if I go over to this guy right here, one of the like events that are going to spawn in, it's going to spawn in enemies that are closer to my level. So as you progress through Snoozaland, you want to actually focus on the spawn-in stuff, not just the stuff that's sitting around. This level 14 Tauros is going to stay level 14 the whole 20 minutes. But if I spawn something in, it's going to be my level. This is really important to getting endgame loot. But let's continue. Let's go fight some Cornellas real quick. So I almost always choose bow first because there's so much combat. You don't really want to get caught up only being able to like mine or something. You always want to choose a weapon right away. The game like gives you options, but like I can promise you the options aren't really that like just pick a weapon early on so you can do stuff like this. All right, I'm gonna grab this. These guys are important, but you got to be careful about using these stupid mimics because they can really screw you sometimes. So I just got the perfect buff. So this angel buff is going to give me random loot. So this is again where RNG comes in. So I got an angel buff. This is really lucky. It's just going to give me random loot. If you look at the left of the screen above my head, you're just going to see this fairy just give me random stuff. Now I haven't looked stuff up online, so I couldn't tell you like exactly how everything works in Snoozaland yet. I haven't like taken the time to like really do research. So what I assume is that if the angel buff just gives you random loot, I think it just randomly just throws stuff in your inventory, which is like obviously awesome. All right, boom, boom, boom. So as you can see, you know, we got 16 minutes left and we're just grinding. How'd you get that mount? From Snoozaland. Yeah, I got really lucky, dude. I'll explain a little bit later, but for now, just know it came from doing these runs. There's a bunch of hidden mounts like behind these runs. All right, I'm gonna grab this so I can warp and we're gonna go into the next zone. Again, our whole goal right now, until about 10 minutes, is to finish these quests. So I just unlocked I have a fishing quest here and a hoe quest here, a farming quest, so we're stuck. So we're gonna turn around. Let's go grab our warp. Because you'll notice that every time you finish an area quest, you get like 10,000 experience. It's massive. All right, so it's super important that we do these area quests. I can't get over there. I have to go all the way around. This map sucks. Let's grab some critical aid, I suppose. This map blows. My other piece of advice is don't really ever catch yourself grabbing like any crafting companions. While they can help in some ways, the crafting companions are kind of stupid. So don't really mess with those. They can like give you mana and stuff, but like just ignore any companions that aren't like real companions. All right, we have another Snoozy Mimic. We're gonna go grab it. The Snoozy Mimics are actually really nice. But the further along in the run you go up, and look at that. We got an angler, so we can do the quest here. So we got our fishing rod. Yeah, the further along in the run you go, the less you want to use the Sleepy Mimics, because one of the abilities the Sleepy Mimic can do is it can take stuff from you. You know how I just had the angel? Well, one of the abilities, it can take stuff from you and remove things from your inventory. So I've learned that going for the Sleepy Mimic after you get a bunch of loot is really, really bad. All right, like be careful that you don't just like all of a sudden just waste a bunch of the loot that you've earned. So I stop picking up the Sleepy Mimics usually around like 5 minutes left, depending on how much loot I've picked up. It's like a risk versus reward type deal. Wow, the fact that I've gotten 2 angels in one run, I've never even thought this was possible. Like, I've never even thought this was possible to get 2 angels in a run. All right, we're gonna skip over to Chef Piggy and we're gonna go do our fishing quest here. We have 2 fishing quests we can do to get some experience. Let's go grab it. And we gotta, let's grab the robot model. Your goal is to get as much loot as possible. So if you're ever faced with a decision between loot and like a weapon upgrade, almost always take loot. Don't get caught up grabbing lives you don't need. Y'all will notice that I've been ignoring lives, right? Why would I ever grab a life that I might not even end up using? You have to be very picky about what you grab, right? So we're gonna grab these boots. Boom, 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 boom. And then... Okay, I scared the fish away, which sucks. I think I have to sit here and wait a second. That kind of blows. All right, boom. Now, some of the gathering companions can be useful because you can tell a gathering companion to work on a node by itself. So I think gathering companions do have a use, but don't get caught up grabbing any crafting companions unless like you really feel like you need it or something, because during Snoozeland, remember, you lose everything after you leave. And those crafting companions you don't really do any crafting while you're here. So the crafting companions can be a really weird decision. The only thing they really do is give you mana when you're trying to like do like mine an ore or something. All right, headbang is perfect. So headbang allows us to destroy everything in one hit. So now headbang is when you get it when you're around a bunch of loot, it's really nice. But when you get it when you're not around a bunch of creatures and loot, it sucks, right? I've even gotten headbang to allow me to finish a quest that I couldn't finish because I didn't have the life. So I was able to like go destroy a tree and I didn't even have an axe. So the headbang is really, 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 really clutch. No, the buddies upgrades and stuff doesn't carry over to Snoozeland. Nothing like that. Oh, wait. I think, yes, they do. Hold on a second. I understand your question. No, yes, they do. Yeah, they do. So if you've upgraded your characters, then these abilities do actually affect. Oh, so that's what you're saying. Some of the crafting companions give good buffs. Oh, I never thought of that. That's so big brain. So maybe that's why you would want to take one, because maybe the buff is like really good. I never even thought of that. All right. Anyway, that's cool. I didn't even think of that. Maybe like if you have a crafting companion that's really leveled up, like that could be really useful. All right. So we're going over to our last zone over here and take a look. You know, we're doing well. We have, we don't have the farming life yet, which we need. We don't have the mining life yet either. So we're technically at a standstill here until we go and get some more lives. So I could go ahead and I have a couple options. I can go ahead and start using the crafting machines to see if I can get myself some loot. So everything is worth killing. Everything is worth doing because every piece of loot can be used in some way, shape, or form. So when you're going through Snoozeland, you do hit a point to where you just want to mindlessly grind stuff. You really do. Like, you just want to like mindlessly grind stuff sometimes because everything is used in some way, shape, or form. So I don't normally like to sit and stand in front of these, but right now I really could use a pickaxe. Bingo. Or I could use a hoe, and the pickaxe is what we got here. So now we can finish this mission. Boom, go over here. Okay, I went all the way around the freaking ore. That sucks. Okay. All right, boom. So you see we're at the 11-minute mark, but we actually still have a ton of time. Like a ton. I can't stress that enough. I used to think that like, you know, once you hit the 10-minute mark, it was like really starting to wind down, but like not at all. And you'll kind of see why here as we get to the end. So I have the choice between grabbing a power-up that's going to help me fight the boss or loot. I'm going to be a greedy goblin and get loot. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, go for loot always. Everything else will get figured out in the end. All right, nice. Now we got our second companion to help fight with us. Let's hope that we get a headbang. We want a headbang here because there's a lot of stuff around here. Headbang? Headbang, got it. Oh, this is beautiful. So now look at, let's say I didn't have pickaxe. Wouldn't matter. I could still finish the area. Look at that. That headbang is really OP. If you can get headbang in the right scenario, don't even worry about collecting the loot. Just run around and kill everything, destroy everything, and go back and pick up the loot later, right? So, and again, all of this loot is important because I can use it with the pots, the big machines, as we progress, right? So let me just run over here, kill him. Let me get this tree. Boom. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab all that loot that I passed up. Boom, 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 boom. We got a weapon here. I think it's about time that we change our class. I'm not picking up any good bows. So let's switch to Paladin. And then, all right, so now we have our stuff spawned. We're 10 minutes in. We have our stuff spawned. We're good, right? So now we have 10 minutes to get the best loot possible. And we're going to start by getting a freaking hoe and finishing these 2 quests. Because again, the quests are really nice. They give you a butt ton of experience. I've realized that the best way to grind is in fact the quest. You don't actually have to grind experience by fighting things at all. You don't have to do that. You just have to do the quest. And if you do all the quests available in a run, you're going to be level 45 to 50 no matter what. If you just do every quest in the run, you will be level 45 or 50 by the time it's done. And so that you don't ever need to do any kind of like grinding. The only reason you're grinding in Snoozeland is for loot, because loot is going to be the most important, your gear, right? Oh, let me go grab this statue. Which one would you be? Rich but unlikable. Yo, what up, Tyro? How you been, man? You haven't done this mode in Fantasy Life? Yeah, dude, we did it when it first came out, and then we kind of all were confused at how useful it was. And now I'm back to kind of show off, like, I've started learning how useful it can be. All right, come on, let's kill these guys. I'm just grabbing a little bit more equipment. Grab this. This is our warp, and we're gonna go ahead and throw some stuff in here because I'm still looking for a freaking hoe. And let's go ahead and grab this last quest. Like, what are we at here? Level 40. We're about to hit level 45 here. All right, boom. Boom, 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 boom. And then last but not least, over here. And we did pass up one of our sleepy mimics. We're going to go back for that. I think you can only have one sleepy mimic spawned on the map at any time. So you can't like skip them up. Like if you pass up the sleepy mimic, another one won't spawn. So you do want to go back for it if you're trying to farm them. You can do this multiplayer. The only difference between doing this multiplayer is you can't pause. So pausing is really nice, so you can take a breath and breathe. For example, if I open up the map right now to see where I'm going, the time pauses. But if you're playing multiplayer, the time doesn't pause when you open up the map. So it's brutal. So if you want to do this multiplayer, it's fun, but it's way more stressful. You have 0 moments to breathe. But like if you're doing it single player, which I recommend learning during single player, then you have time. I can just pause. I can just open up the map. I can say, okay, where am I going? What's my next goal? What am I doing? I can think. So unfortunately, multiplayer, while being an option, it causes for a little bit more of a stressful run. So, all right, let's warp over here. We still haven't found a hoe somehow, and I'm hoping that we can get one here soon. But we did get a bow upgrade. I'm going to switch over to the archer. It's my favorite. And we're going to grab this blade because it's worth money. All right, change equipment. So I rarely take food. So now we're missing a hoe, but maybe there's an upgrade machine that's going to offer me a hoe. Mr. Hammer usually is good for that. So I'm a little sad that... Okay, here we go. I'm a little sad that I did pass up that hoe earlier now because I'm hurting for one. This rarely happens, right? But I think we're going to be okay. We just really need to get a hoe. And then boom, we get an axe. Not what we need. We got a hoe. All right, we're going to skip Olivia. We got our hoe. So this helps us finish our quest. All right. So again, I can't stress it enough. The quests are so important. You really do at a certain point want to make sure that you're knocking these out. Boom. And then we'll run over here and we'll fight these guys real quick since my team already started. And again, you do want to consider fighting stuff. Like every little piece of loot matters, and it's for when you're using the big machines. Because the big machines, you're just putting random pieces of like loot from the monsters in. All right, and then one more area to go. And look, we're already at level 46. One more area to go. Let's run in here. And last but not least, we have to harvest 4 shadow carrots, which easy peasy. Let's grab more potions. And looks like my shadow carrots are here. Boom, 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 boom. Looks like we have to fight this big boy. Trying to attack me. All right, grab some equipment, whatever. And I think the rest of my carrots on the other side. So then once we finish this, we're going to have 6 minutes left, and we have finished every quest, and we're at pretty much max level for the run, right? So we're good. So now we're basically at max level, and now you might ask, okay, so what are we doing now? What do you, we have 6 minutes left. What could you possibly do from here? So now we're going to take all of the loot that we farmed up this whole effing run, and we're going to cash it in. All right, and we're going to try to get as much rare loot as possible. Unfortunately, we did not get a golden pot this time, which sucks, but... So, now that we have every zone open, let's go down to this pot here and see if it's golden. Maybe it is golden. Maybe I spoke too soon. It is golden! Oh, I did speak too soon! Nice! Dude, we got a golden pot. All right, let's go activate it right now. So the golden pots take 1,000 of your points, but they're the best pots in the game. And they can only be used once per run. So it's a lot of points. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this real quick. Meanwhile, I'm going to go and... While I'm waiting, I don't recommend you wait and stand in front of the pots. So I have a strategy for you on how to handle that. All right, and a gold cluster all day. The gold clusters are insanely good all day. And it looks like we got a new bow just in time for the boss fight. So we're good there. And we're done with this pot. So now we're going to transfer over to the Mr. Hammer. And then you'll see what I do here in the last few minutes. We're going to enter materials. We're going to open up the map. We're going to warp down to Monger Z. We're going to enter the materials. We're going to go back. We're going to open up the map. We're going to teleport to Chef Piggy. And this is how you do the end of the run. Boom, 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 boom. You guys can already see where this is going, can't you? Boom, 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 boom. Enter this. This is why I farmed up all these materials. Boom, boom, boom. Jump to every one, and then we're going to jump back to every single one, and we're going to collect all of our loot. Boom, boom, boom. And because I collected so many materials, I can do this multiple times without even blinking, right? So let's jump in here, dump these materials, go. Now, while this is spitting out these loots, we're going to go all the way back to Mr. Hammer, and we're going to collect. Because everyone has a cooldown of a minute. So once you activate it, you have to wait anyways, right? So why sit there and stare at it like a buffoon when you can just collect your loot, right? So now, boom, jump from Mr. Hammer, go over here, grab my loot. We're gonna go for a power-up for our character, so we're just a little stronger. And we're gonna repeat this process. And then there's one more thing that I'm starting to incorporate into my runs. And I've realized that every time you do one of these runs, the map has bosses on it. And I think you want to incorporate doing the bosses in your runs. And that's like my last piece of advice here. And I'm just learning this now, right? I think that if you... The bosses are so important. They offer really, really good loot. Right? It's like basically the equivalent of loot you would get from one of these pots. So I realized that you don't want to ignore those bosses. You very much want to be getting those bosses and killing them because there's only like one of them on each run. And so there's zero reason why you wouldn't do this. So the only problem is that the boss is going to be a different type thing every time. right? Sometimes it's a rock, sometimes it's a monster. So unfortunately, you might have to plan ahead of time, right? You might have to sit down and say, okay, right at the start of the map, what's the boss here? So do I have any bosses? Usually it's like these little circle platforms that spawn the bosses. So let me go look and see if I can find any circle platforms here. I thought I only saw one this run. It might be right here. Let's go over and see. No, there's nothing there. Dang it, I thought that these little circle platforms were a lot easier to identify on the map. Let's go take a risk and go after our drowsy mimic. Why not, right? Dang it, I thought those circle platforms were easier to identify on the map. I think I dropped the ball here because I don't know where it's at. I saw one earlier, but it was empty. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. All right, let's go to the drowsy mimic. Let's take a risk. Oh, did Elder Scrolls just officially get a date yet? We kind of knew it was coming for the Switch 2, but we didn't have a date. All right, so I'm going to slow down a little bit and see if I can find a boss here. I cannot. All right, let's run to the drowsy. Now, getting a drowsy this late is very, very risky because it could take the loot out of my inventory, but we're going to do it anyways. Let's have some fun. Okay, I found one of the circle platforms. All right, we got headbang. Not bad at all. All right, we're just going to go farm some loot up real quick. Divine Ho was my nickname in high school. My nickname in college, rather. I like that. All right, so headbang is nice, right? It's not bad. Any loot we can pick up is always going to be helpful because this is all just money in our pocket. All right. Another drowsy spawns instantly. I don't like that because I don't want more drowsies. I'm not gonna lie. I'm already taking enough risk. I don't need it. I'm sitting pretty good right now. So it looks like a boss. Okay, here it is. We did get some bosses to spawn up here. But it's not the boss I thought. Sometimes you'll have a crown on the screen. And like the crowns are like really good loot. I'm shocked that there's not a crown. I just kind of disproved my own theory. I had a theory that like every run you got a guaranteed crown, but maybe not. Oh, but you know what? I just got good loot from this fight anyways, so. What's up, M and Beyond? Thank you so much for 20 months, dude. Oh, maybe the circle doesn't appear on the map. Wait, what's this? What? I've never seen this before. Is one of my things supercharged? What? I've never seen this. What? Double points. Hello? Whoa. And it's still supercharged. I've never seen this before. Dude, this is like brand new to me. I've been doing these snooze-a-lands like once a day minimum. This is insane loot. This is crazy. Whoa. Dude, and it's already ready to go again. It only had a 10-second cooldown. This is crazy. What? I've never seen this. We're gonna go in on this. Are you kidding me? I've never seen the on fire. Angler's Pride, sure. We don't need those. We don't need those. We'll just take the Hoa time because I think it's going to be more powerful. Dude, I guess we just stand here and keep feeding this single one. Why would we not? Like, why would we even think about doing anything else? This is crazy. And then the only thing I could do better is I could like warp away real quick and try to get some loot from something else briefly. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into this mechanic later. Now, maybe that's a waste. Maybe I shouldn't be putting loot into anything else because it's on the other one's on fire, right? All right. I mean, I have so much materials. I think I'm about to run out of materials. Oh, wow. Oblivion Remaster got announced for Switch 2 for August 11th. I think they're going to end up getting me to double dip. I think I'm going to buy that game again. All right, so now you can see we're winding down to the last few minutes, and I'm sure some of you are thinking, what's next? You're going to find out here soon. Just know that we can actually push this as long as we want, because you get an additional 3 minutes once you enter the arena to fight the boss. So we can go to the very last second before we have to go to the arena to fight whatever the boss is. We can go to the very last second if we want. The longest I've waited in the past was like, I waited to like in the past, the longest I waited was like 30 seconds left because I was worried. You know, I was like afraid. Back with some Polish egg salad, dude. All right, boom, 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 boom. All right, we got the beast wings, beautiful upgrade. Go back over here, grab our loot. Okay, go over here, spawn some enemies. We're just gonna keep doing this. We're gonna fight as much as we can. I'm trying to be as like optimal as possible. And like, I've been learning how to be as optimal as possible. And I'm realizing if you have any options to fight around your loot machines, you probably want to try to fight like anything, even if you're just like cutting down a tree, grabbing a log, because it all adds to the end goal. It all adds to the end. All right, we're down to a single minute. I think we can get 2 more of these before we leave. We have to be very careful, but I think we can get 2 more before we leave. Let's go grab this chest. Magical milkshakes, we don't need them, but we'll take them. I try to go by the stars. For the record, I try to go by the star count. So if something's a 5-star versus a 4-star, I might grab that because I think it might be worth more. Does that make sense? So like I try to use the stars as like my guide. I think that the higher the star, the more value it probably has for the point system. I don't actually know if that's real. I haven't looked anything up for the game, so I'm just basing it off of my own knowledge, right? It just makes sense. Higher stars, it's probably worth more, but that might not be true. I really don't know. Yeah, because sometimes it's like there'll be like a 5-star potion or there'll be like a 4-star weapon, and I can't help but to wonder, like, is the weapon better? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't think so. I think is you can base it off of the stars at the end. You want to grab everything, because keep in mind, you don't have to be having the gear equipped in order to take advantage of it. Keep that in mind. You want to grab everything, because every piece of loot in your inventory is going to be counted at the end of the game. It's going to be counted towards this final goal. All right, now I wonder if I wonder if the boss just starts automatically if you don't get there in time. I don't actually know how that works, and I'm afraid to find out. Like, I don't know how that works. I don't know if like the boss just starts, but this is the closest I've ever pushed it, y'all. I've never pushed it this tight before. Go. I've never pushed it this tight before. All right, here we are, dude. So now we get 3 minutes. That's the key here to fight this boss, and we're gonna smoke him because we have 3 helpers. So really, we just have to make sure we don't die, because dying instantly ends your run. So you can't die. That's the one thing I didn't say. Dying is the worst possible thing that can happen unless you have life cures. If you manage to find like the life cure potions, then you don't die instantly. But if you don't have any life cures, it's just game over. All right, we did it, and we got a gold cluster at the end. Dude, we just killed it. This might be my best run ever, and I just did it on stream because of that stupid booster, that boosted machine. I think this might be my I might break 500,000. I might break 500,000. Here we go. I'm so curious. How well did I do, man? And there you guys go. That's a Snooze-a-Land run. It's a lot of RNG, there's a lot of randomness, but your goal is to just get loot, dude. Oh, we were close. Oh, still my best record. 458,000. And like I said, every piece of loot adds to this. Everything from the weapons you're not equipped, everything adds to this. Actually, this is a good opportunity for me to see like crit aid. Wow, crit aid sucks. Dude, getting potions over tools is the worst decision. Look, they're only 500 a pop. Dude, I don't have to look anything up. It's telling me right here. It looks like the best loot is gonna be armor and equipment above everything else. Look at this. And then as you go down, you start running into food and potions. So food and potions are actually garbage. Food and potions are garbage. Now I know. Wow, I could be doing way better. All right, let's see. So now here's the payoff. My shop is level 5. So hear me out. My shop is level 5. Your shop's not going to be level 5. You're not going to see everything in here. So why did we just do the 20-minute Snoozeland? Well, there's rare loot like outfits and cute stuff to make your character cool and to flex on the game. There's also really exclusive decorations for your island and emotes. And some of these are expensive. You're going to notice that like this is a $300,000 mount. But here's the key. The shop is random. And sometimes when you do a run, the shop is not going to have the same loot. This is where they're nasty. This is the one thing I don't like about Snoozeland. The shop rotates certain items out. So I might not see the headbang emote here next time. I'm not going to see this mount right here next time. This is actually the first time I've seen this mount. So I'm about to buy it because it might not be back again. So it's kind of lame. It's like they're expecting you to grind a lot of Snoozelands and then make sure that you have a good run line up with the loot that you want appearing. But now Teddy Mackerel and anybody else, remember when I mentioned that getting some of that legendary loot was a lot easier? Look, I can get 5 legendary Dawn Horns right now for 20 minutes of my time. Again, the only way to get these horns is Ginormosia. Otherwise. And it's not even guaranteed. But I can get 5 of them right now, and I just spent 20 minutes. This is why Snoozeland exists. To help players catch up and have a way to get loot without being forced to do Ginormosia. Instead, you could do this for fun, and you can grind out all the legendary materials in your own way. And that's what I really wanted you all to take away from this. This is a catch-up mechanic, dude. This is a way for you to grind out all your legendary tools and stuff without having to grind an hour of Ginormosia, and it's like bad luck. You could do a whole hour of Ginormosia and only get 1 legendary Dawn Horn. Why do I know? Because it happened to me 2 days ago. I was pissed. I did a whole hour. I only got 1 Dawn Horn. I got like 5 diamonds instead, which is fine. I needed the diamonds, but I needed the horns more. But it gets even better. It gets better. Watch this. Let me get my mount. And then we're going to spend the rest of our cash on horns. And then we're going to spend the rest of our cash on experience. And we're going to spend the rest of our cash on sacks of gold, whatever. I don't care. I'm just whatever. And then, all right, your points go away. Whatever you don't spend goes away once you press the B button. But guess what you forgot? The golden clusters. Now listen, the golden clusters are the most important part of Ginormosia, or of Snoozeland. Because of one thing. Gleam stones. Gleam stones are what you need in order to polish your tools and weapons to their ultimate form. This was all announced and released in the DLC. This is not in the base game. You can now polish a weapon, and if you polish it, it becomes its ultimate form. And it's stronger, but not the way you would think. It basically makes your special abilities proc randomly. You know when you're crafting and you have a special ability that you have to build up, it can just proc randomly and you can just do it anytime. And the same thing with your sword and your bow and stuff. You'll just be running through killing stuff, and then randomly you'll just be able to do your super shot at any point. and it's called polishing. This is a mechanic that's really endgame. Like I'm talking, it's so endgame that a guy that has almost every character heroed, I can barely polish my weapons right now. It's really endgame. But you need 3 golden clusters to buy a single gleamstone, and I barely come out of these runs with 2 if I'm lucky sometimes. And they do not stack in sequential runs. So this is the hardest part of Snoozeland, and this is everyone's biggest complaint of Snoozeland, is that you have to grind Snoozelands and get lucky and really know what you're doing in order to get these gleamstones, in order to polish your gear. So it's just what they wanted. They wanted to give you like a real grindy mechanic, right? It is a DLC, and they wanted to give you something to work towards. But let me show you what I think is even cooler than this. You ready? I can get 3 legendary Dawn Horns for 1 gold cluster. Three, 6, 9. I'm out. I just got 10 legendary Dawn Horns for 1 Snoozeland run. Mic drop. I just got 10 Dawn Horns in 1 Snoozeland run. Mic drop. Done. So the gold clusters also can be used to purchase the materials, and you get 3 a pop, dude. It's nasty, dude. So this is how I've been finishing the game. This is how I've been grinding up all my weapons. I almost have every single time weapon crafted. And I didn't realize how powerful Snoozeland was. I was sleeping on it too, dude. Snoozeland is the most powerful mechanic they've added to the game. It makes it so where you can actually grind without really messing with Ginormosia too much. Now I just use Ginormosia for fun. I go there for funsies. All right, I'm missing 1 golden goat fleece. How do I get those? I'm assuming from Goldmere, from Lulub Forest, or the merchant. All right, let's go to Lulub Forest and go get a Goldmere so that I want to craft my legendary needle real quick before I move on. So I need to go here, and I need to go here. Do you recommend finishing the story? I do. I do recommend you finish the story in most cases for this game, because the story locks certain things. Like if you don't get to chapter 6, you don't even get full use of like Hagrim and like decorating mechanics like pathing. So I can't stress it enough. Like the story actually is super, super important. How are you, big man? Yo, what's up, Sita, man? How are you, big man? Good to see you back, baby. Let's go ahead and grab this while we're here. Starting the Tailor life and crafting the legendary needle in 1 day. I do multiplayer in this game often, but I am not doing it today. I am here today to do some single player stuff. But I do a lot of multiplayer, especially off stream. Would you like me to send you a message in the Discord the next time I'm playing? Because I do a lot of multiplayer, man. I've been playing with random strangers. But I do a little bit of multiplayer every day that I turn the game on. Because the community's kind of quiet, and I try to keep the community alive, because there's like not a ton of people doing online right now. So I try to like keep it alive by like doing a little bit of it every day. Try to help the community grow, help the new players out, stuff like that. I find a lot of satisfaction out of like helping new players and stuff like that, you know. So cuddling with my doggo. Thank you, Toad, for 33 months. How are you today, Toad? How you feeling? Please stay cool if you're dealing with the heat wave. M and Beyond, thank you again for 20 as well. Yeah, I'll at you in the Discord the next time I'm doing multiplayer, all right? And that goes to anybody who would like me to. I'll give you an at. We can do Snoozelands together since I'm so good at them now. Again, I don't do Snoozelands multiplayer with strangers because you can't pause. But like with all of you, I think it would actually be really nice. Because I do like to pause. I do like to take my time. Oh, I need to craft the golden fleece. That's the king's wool. Oh, do I not have the golden fleece recipe? Oh, I don't. So I wonder how one gets that. Wow, I wonder where I get that recipe from. Let's go check some shops in town. I might have not bought some stuff from town. Draw object. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'm gonna look it up. I'm just gonna look it up. Golden fleece recipe, fantasy life. Oh, did I just not get any dropped? I just didn't get any dropped. I fought those punks and they didn't give me any. Is that what the heck? What's wrong with you, dude? Freaking boobs. I have to get PS Plus back before I do multiplayer. Yeah, multiplayer is fun, but it's not required. RIP. I know, dude. What the heck, man? I guess it's a % chance to drop. All right, we're gonna have to hang out for a minute and a half, I think. 2 minutes. All right. We can go to Ginormosia, then we can warp back here. You know, there actually might be a golden fleece somewhere around here as well. Ginormosia has copies of like every boss the more you level it up. So there's probably a Goldemir somewhere around here if I had to guess. Let's scroll around real quick and see. It might be labeled as a boss. That's an earth crystal. Yeah, it might be. There might be one laying around labeled as a boss somewhere. Oh, I guess none of the bosses are appearing. Oh, there's one. Lord of Curses. Blue scale fish. Nothing in there. Dragon's Claw. We got a tree over here. Another fish here. I guess no Goldemir. All my zones aren't fully leveled up, so maybe I just have to level them up some more. Oh, no. Yeah, I might just have to level up my zones a little bit more. Because when I play online, I've noticed there's a lot more bosses that I don't have on the map. Most of my zones are level 6 now, though. That's actually one reason to go online, because most of my zones are level 6 at the moment. Yo, what's up, Dragon? I have too many games to play. You and me both, dude. All right, 13 seconds. Let's go, Goldmere. Let's go, bub. Goldmere appears in Petalwing Forest, but I had to get my area to level 5. He's in Petalwing. Okay. Thank you, Tyro. You're always good for knowledge. Currently trying to get my magician up to level 100. Goat fleece, goat fleece, goat fleece. Dang, it's not a guaranteed drop? That's really shocking to me because I feel like most enemies in the game are guaranteed drops in my experience. I think you got a golden goat fleece off the first one. Did I? But it wasn't allowing me to craft what I wanted. Do we have a birthday in the chat? Yo, Dragon, happy birthday, man. Yeah, you might have been right. You might be right. Where's the Petalwing Forest at? In here somewhere? What's mine at? Level 5? So I might have a Goldmere in here somewhere, yeah? Maybe there's one stashed in here somewhere. Might be in the dungeon. Yeah, let's go in there and see. Come here. Come here, you little meower. Come here, you little meower. You hear her? Yeah, come here, you little meower. All right, let's go inside the cave. Let me check my inventory, though. Maybe you're right. Can't I search by stuff I just got? Maybe you're right. Acquired. Yeah, I do have a golden goat fleece. Then why can't I craft the thing? Do I need more than one? Let me go to a crafting table really quick and go look. I just found a hand-drawn Ginormosia map. This rocks. Dude, what? Yeah, maybe I need more than one and I just didn't read properly. Oh, that's not a crafting table. Where's it at? Here we go. Oh, never mind. I don't know what happened. We're fine. We're fine, baby. We're fine, baby. We're not just crafting the Needle of Time right now. We already crafted the Needle of Time. We're crafting the true Needle of Time right now, which means I need to buff my characters. Hold on. We need to eat good food. This is a recipe that really matters. Hold on. We need good food for this. We need to pop some of our best food. Yikes, I need to craft more. I'm out of good food. All right, let's see who's going to be helping us here out of my characters. Let's start there. Let's see who's going to be helping real quick. Who's the best lineup here? Oh, this is a blacksmithing technique. Oh, for some reason I thought this was carpentry. So these are the two characters. So I want to give you a buff, you a buff. All right, the fact that this is blacksmithing is ridiculous because my best tool right now is a blacksmith hammer because it's the only thing I've polished. Because you have to polish your hammer first and like some of your tools first because they're easier to polish than weapons. The game has like purposely put them in that order. So I had to polish my hammer first so that I could maybe polish other things. So we're going to quickly switch our formation so that I can give some food buffs out. And we're only going to be bringing these characters with us. All right, and then we are going to go and get a food buff. I got to craft some more. These 200 crafting food buffs. Don't I have some that are... Here we go. Crafting and gathering. So boom, boom, and then boom. All right, here we go. All right, and we won't be using this. Okay. Now we get a real run. Now we get a real run. Here we go. Or look at that, 4,500. You see that? That's because of polish. 4,500, which isn't bad at all, dude. Let's go. Bum, 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 bum. You see how I just got my boost automatically? That's polish. That's what I was just explaining. Your boost can just appear out of nowhere because of polish. It's super OP. Oh, we destroyed this. What? I'm just that powerful. What? Dude, this used to be tough. Like a week ago, that would have been tough. Wow, and we got a double craft time bonus. All right. Wow, that was way easier than I thought. I didn't realize polish was that powerful. I had no idea. All right, and without further ado, we are officially equipping the true Needle of Time. The only way to upgrade this from here is by aging it 1,000 years and then polishing it. Aging it for 1,000 years and then polishing it is the only way we can upgrade this bad boy from here. So now we still have 5 more buffs to use with our food. So we're going to do some more crafting real quick. Is there anything else we can craft? To take advantage of this buff that I just popped? I don't think so. I think I've crafted everything I can craft. All right, we don't have enough materials for the true greatsword. I for some reason have not found the true claymore. Like, I haven't found the sword. You know how there's like a single hand sword? I haven't found the true version. It's somewhere in Ginormosia. It's like, I haven't found it. I love that. I love that I still have exploring to do in Ginormosia. I want to do a couple episodes in the future where all of y'all join me in Ginormosia, like multiplayer, and then we just run around aimlessly and we like hunt for loot and stuff. Because I don't even have the legendary time weapon for single-handed swords. I somehow haven't found it. I think it's the last one I need to find. I'm pretty sure, because I have the bow, I have the staff, I have the Excalibur stick. Yeah, I think it's the last one. All right, so... Oh, I need the pickaxe as well. I have yet to find the legendary time pickaxe as well, so I need that one. All right, so what this means is that now I'm just going to go and craft some random stuff to get experience and to maybe just finish my quest of crafting one of everything. So let's go. I just have a quest of crafting one of everything. I didn't realize my character was so powerful. I'm so happy. Like, we're filling up that bar. Crazy. 32% on level 5 recipes. What's up, Calico? Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 bum bum bum. The bosses are always there except for day-night specifics. Okay, thank you, Cloud Sage. I feel so bad. I feel so behind because I haven't really leveled up Ginormosia or Snoozeland. So Snoozeland doesn't require being leveled up, and you're not behind in that regard, Jessica. Not well, it does, but like, you're fine. The shop can be leveled up, but like, that's fine. However, your Ginormosia not being leveled up is kind of important. What I recommend is that you just start playing online, and you can join other people's worlds, or like mine, or you can have people join yours, and then you grind out the Ginormosia experience relatively fast. But I'm going to tell you, I have 230 hours in this game, and I don't have any, I only have one Ginormosia area above level 6. Like, I have one level 7. The level 6 to level 7 grind is insane, and you should never expect to do that regularly at all. So really, your only goal is to get your Ginormosia zones to level 6. And level 6 is very doable. It's very, very approachable. You only need 20,000 points. It's very approachable. We could do that. We could spend a day playing the game, and we could probably get most of your zones up to level 6. Like, pretty easily, in fact. So, yeah, don't stress too much about the Ginormosia stuff. It's really not as bad as it looks. The problem is that once you go from level 6 to 7, it goes from requiring 120,000 to requiring 150,000. So we're talking 130,000 more points to level up. That's like almost impossible for your average player. You're going to be doing that for years, like months of gameplay, right? Like, it's not. So don't think that just because you don't have level 7, that doesn't mean anything. Level 6 is your real goal for that zone. 7 is a pipe dream. The only area that I have upgraded to level 7 was the one with farming in it, because I would obsessively farm every day because I was trying to get level 100 farmer. And then they went and patched the game and made it easier to get level 100 farmer. I don't want to talk about it. So I unfortunately wasn't cool enough to get level 100 farmer before the patch. I wasn't one of those cool guys. My highest level's 3. Yeah, we could zoom through it. No, I used to have a Fantasy Life channel, but I delete it every once in a while if it goes real quiet. Yeah, no, like, we've had a Fantasy Life channel, we deleted it, we brought it back, we deleted it, because like, after a while, it goes to the point to where there's like nobody talking in it for months, and I'm like, okay, time to move on. So right now you have to use gaming discussions or something like that, or like create a thread. But either way, still, yeah, at me. Say something if you want to do multiplayer. Reach out to me or just drop something in the gaming discussions channel. Hey, anybody playing Fantasy Life? For now, we'll use that channel. Whenever you play it, it comes back and then it goes away. Right, and the only reason I'm not bringing it back right this moment is because today's kind of a one-off. If like a new DLC released, we would bring it back, right? Because like at that point, you know, we have a real reason to like lock in again. But for now, you know, this is just a one-off day off stream. We're just jamming. You know, you probably won't see a ton of this game on the channel, but I do have a couple plans to do a little bit more. So we have to finish our final mastery class. So that's one episode. And then I want to do some Ginormosia multiplayer for another episode. Maybe some Snoozeland. So if that sounds good to y'all, I do have some ideas for a couple more episodes. I think if we're going to do multiplayer, the episode would be on the weekend because you're all probably busy right now. And if it's single player stuff, it's going to be whenever I want because, well, it doesn't matter, right? So just a heads up, if I do any kind of multiplayer, I'll make a point to do it on the weekend so that y'all can actually join in. All right, last craft here. We're out of buff. But it's nice. Like I said, my goal is to craft every item in the game at least once. So sometimes I just sit here and craft. I don't know if anybody else plays this game like that, but I just like sit. Sometimes I just log into the game for 20 minutes, craft some stuff, and turn it off. Because I like the crafting mini games. I think they're fun, and I'm just trying to craft one of everything. So there we go. We just boosted up to level 82 blacksmith. Did we level up at all? I think we leveled up once. Let's grab this. All right, and then let's see if any other levels. Taylor, level 52. All right, let's grab that, and then let's grab that. Let's grab these little nodes here for cheap. And then let's grab a +5 sewing for cheap. Try to get some cheap nodes out of the way. And 8. Let's grab the 8er. All right. What else did we level up? No. Oh, mage. We got mage to level 10. We need mage to 15. Or not level 10, but like skill points. Angler. Oh, we're one skill point away from finally getting this. I'm so mad. I've been waiting for that forever. All right. All right, well, there you have it. There's a little showcase of Fantasy Life on my day off, man. Did you guys enjoy, dude? Sorry if the stream's been a little laggy. I need to restart my computer. It's been real bad. But I hope you all enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the Splatoon Direct. I'm going to separate the Splatoon Direct about an hour after the show, and I'm going to make it its own separate video so y'all can go back and watch my reaction if you want. You can also just go back into the VOD. It's there. Otherwise, delicious Fantasy Life. Deliciousness here. Some delicious Fantasy Life. I do have a full playthrough of Fantasy Life on YouTube. So if you're new out there, if you like this game, if you like my vibe, check it out, man. It's a full playthrough. I even have the final boss and everything all on the playlist on YouTube. So you could watch me play through the whole thing if you want. I do have some episodes that I think that I still need to release for Fantasy Life where we got some of our masteries. So look out for that. I will release a couple more episodes of content. That's actually something I'm working on today. I'm about to get up and stretch, go take care of my cat, come back, sit down, and I'm doing YouTube stuff today, as well as trying to do emails and trying to do DMs. So hopefully we can get some stuff taken care of, some business here since I'm already in work mode, you know? Like that's actually why I like day off streams, because I'm already in work mode. I might as well sit down and do some work. I actually like starting my days off with a little bit of stream, you know, where it's not too stressful and I'm not like trying so hard to be an entertainer. And then I get to end and still kind of keep the flow moving and do some work. So that's what we're going to do here. We are going to fade out here today. So let's go ahead and get our music going. And yeah, some Fantasy Life, dude. some freaking Fantasy Life, man. I'd like to actually turn the game off because it's been bugging out. I don't know if it's going to cause me grief here. Some Fantasy Life, man. Thank you everyone for coming out today. I really love this game. As you guys can tell, I could sit here and talk about it all day. Like, I love this game. I like didn't realize how much I loved this game until I came back to it. Like, I knew I loved it. It was my game of the year last year. But coming back to it these past 2 weeks has solidified that I think this is one of the best games I've ever played. Like, this game speaks to my soul on so many levels. I'm just enamored by it. I love it, man. So thanks for letting me kind of share a little bit of my personal journey with you all. Not only is it a game that we loved and played for 150 plus hours on stream, easy. It's also something that's really personal to me and something I really love, and I like being able to share this stuff with all of you. So thank you for being here. Thanks for tuning in. I'm out of here. Today was an official day off stream, which just means I wasn't providing the same vibes and attention as I usually do. So if I missed you in the chat, I love y'all. No worries. Today was a day off show. I'm taking tomorrow off officially. I'll be back Thursday for Animal Crossing mornings. We're doing Retro Crossing, baby. And then we'll dive into whatever we feel like doing as we go into this weekend. Remember, Friday night, we got a night stream, Mario Kart World. And Friday morning, we're doing the Return of Blathers broadcast, and we're going to have a gaming-focused discussion. And we're all going to sit down and create a list of games that we are looking forward to as we go into July, August, and September. So don't miss out. Friday morning, we're doing a gaming-focused discussion. We're going to take comments from the chat, my own personal comments, and we're going to build a list that we can all look forward to of games that are coming out the next couple months. So don't miss that on Friday morning. Mario Kart World, Animal Crossing morning. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. I'm going to take the rest of the day off, and I'll be taking tomorrow off again as well. And we'll be back on Thursday to lock in. Thank you, everyone. Hope you enjoyed a little showcase of Snoozeland. Hope you enjoyed the Mastery song. One more Mastery song to go. One more, dude. We're getting there. I really do hope y'all enjoyed, man. Thank you so much. This is Highly in Descent signing off from another wonderful Hyrule Gaming Group production. If I don't see y'all here on Thursday, I'll see you when I see you, fam. Don't forget to game on. And of course, as always, peace. Wrap it up and on to the next episode. Peace. All right. We're out of here. Yeah, I'll give Minda all sorts of pets. She's waiting for me right now. I'll give her all the love. Thank you, YouTube chat, as always. Thanks for hanging out for the Splatoon Direct. And again, thanks for hanging out for Fantasy Life. A little day off stream. I got a headache. I'm tired. I'm not well slept, but I still showed up and we got to hang out. And that's the beauty of the day off stream. Takes the pressure off of me. Sets, a little bit of a different pace. If y'all like this kind of stuff, let me know. I'm not going to do it every day off. That wouldn't be weird, but I do like doing this. I really do. It's a nice stress-free, pressure-free way for me to connect with all of you. And I don't like Discord as much as I like Twitch, so I'd rather do it live. Anyways, love y'all, appreciate y'all. Honored to be a part of your daily routines, and I'm certainly honored to have you as a part of mine. But until next time, this is Highly in Descent signing off. Peace, y'all. And hit them cat jams. Peace.